What's going on, everybody? So, I had an opening. It was supposed to be really funny and hilarious, and I don't really have one. But just know that I was going to take a nap. I couldn't take a nap because I'm so excited after seeing this movie, and now we're just going to jump into it. So, Jay, let's bring everybody on.
Superb opening. Superb. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Nope, doesn't
Yeah,
have
for real though, folks. I came home and I was dragging. You can ask them. And
That was amazing.
that's hilarious. Yeah, I'm just
Hey,
like,
there we
yeah,
go.
I'm ready.
Oh my god. Are we
Oh my
all
God.
Superman yet? I love it.
Nap did not happen.
What's up, Joey?
So,
Hey Joey.
what's up, Joey?
Hello, Puppo. I hears you.
Yeah, Pablo's excited for this. Mainly because of the thingy that he got that I have hiding back here that will show up here in a minute. Or should I just show it up now?
Well, let's just wait a second.
No,
Let
wait a
people come
second.
in.
Okay, we'll wait a minute. Sorry. This is how
so-
excited I am, folks, because Jay let me do an opening that I forgot I was going to do. That's why I sat there frozen.
That was a fantastic opening, Sean. You did great.
The sad part is the way I wanted to do it was before the intro. Because I was going to say, Jay, hit it, and then have you do the music.
Oh, well,
Screw it.
We've come too far.
Look, we did it live.
yeah.
Thanks for coming, folks. It's been fun.
Hi.
What's up, kiddo?
All right.
What's going on, guys?
Sorry. There was a lot of people who told me when we did this video, I needed to remind them. So I'm sitting here just like sharing it out. That's why I'm looking down.
So, for everybody just joining, and I'll say this again, we're going to start this off non-spoiler. Okay, then later on, we will get into spoilers, but there is a warning. I made a specific warning thing just for when we get into spoilers. So we're gonna do some non-spoilery talk. The first thing that I'm gonna ask everyone is, what did you think?
It was great. I absolutely loved it.
This is great. All right, I'm
love
going to
it.
Yes. I'm the
I'm
freshest
not
out of the movie theater with this thing. Oh man.
Yes.
awesome.
Hi, kiddo.
Hey, kiddo.
We gonna spell all the names wrong.
Don't spell all the names wrong.
Yes. That's okay.
That's what kiddo does. That's what they do.
Except for this.
You know what? You know what?
Love that.
Nah.
It does help, Jay, that yours is on screen.
Yeah, that's your name is there.
That is accurate. That is accurate.
Yeah, I'm fresh out. I'm the fresh one out of the theater with it. Jay's seen it 2.5 times.
I've seen it twice.
Jenna's seen it twice. God, what a movie, y'all!
Twice for me.
What a movie!
3 for me.
Oh, Ed in the lead for now.
Yeah, it exceeded my expectations personally.
Mhm.
Like I was pumped going into it, and the fact that they managed to go beyond what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
So
I got to be honest. I'm always honest. First time I watched it, I was like, what did I just watch? It was so much randomness that my mind couldn't wrap my head around it. And I'm like, I want to like this movie. I really do. But what the hell just happened? So after a talk with a friend, Chime, I watched it a second time. And after the second time, I liked it so much that I watched it a third time. I love it. It's a great movie. But
Yeah.
hey, don't judge it from your first watch. If you're
Yeah.
confused, that's normal.
Superman is
Try
a
it
good
again.
movie. Yeah. And it plays like, and I wish I could find, so original creator actually said this, and me and Jay were like, oh my gosh, that's the best thing. Hey, Lorraine. That's the best way to describe it. You go into a comic book store, you pick like between 5 and 10 comics, and you read them, and that's how the movie plays. That's how the Superman movie plays. Is just like reading like 5 to 10 issues.
Not
And I
in a
think
row.
that's what, because it was funny. After Ed watched it, he called me. It was like an hour and a half, 2 hours on the phone talking about it. And that's what I said. And he was like, okay, well, I'll try it again then.
yeah, exactly what Joey said.
Yeah, tonality, yes. But
Yes.
as far as action scenes and stuff go, that really felt like, here's 10 different issues.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think the best compliment that I can pay to the movie is it was always moving somewhere.
Mhm.
Like even the moments where they were slower and more intimate, still were going somewhere. It was never all right, let's just give you some filler here just for the sake of being filler. Everything that was on screen drove the story forward. And I think there's very few movies really that I can think of where we can say that, especially like comic book movies.
Yeah.
True. And here's what I'm going to say, y'all. For anybody tuning in, there's not going to be any gun glazing, no Snyder Rider, but I am going to Superman slurp. Telling you that right now because I after the second time of watching this movie, I was like, "Yep, I think I love this movie. I love this movie."
I especially love the soundtrack.
Yeah, soundtrack I could take or leave, but that's just
I like
Soundtrack
the
is awesome.
soundtrack
The
too.
first time I watched
I love
the soundtrack.
That's like one of
Soundtrack's
Jay's two negatives about the entire movie. Go ahead and just get your other negative out of the way, Jay.
Yeah. What was your other
The
negative?
suit.
Oh yeah, everybody knows that by now.
Yeah.
You're
Sorry,
still
this
not
is-
in love with the suit.
Nope, suit still. But again, David Cornsweat's portrayal of Superman, he is a great Superman.
Fantastic
So-
Superman.
Would you say that you could watch the movie and the suit was good enough that you didn't even think about like you're looking at suit going, God, I don't like this. Like you were able to just watch and be Superman without having to think that in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, David's so good at Superman that suit. I just didn't even notice the suit. That's how I've always been though. There's been other Superman suits that I'm not a fan of. It's the person in the suit. Like
Right.
that's what I
Yeah.
care about. And David did a fantastic version. And
Yes.
I say a version because for me, he was not. That's the Superman. He's just a Superman. My favorite, I know this is going to shock people. My favorite is still Tyler Hoechlin from Superman and Lois. He's still my favorite Superman and Clark.
I think we can all agree on that one.
David is on par for me with Henry, but they played such different versions of the character. But if I had to rank them, they're in the same spot for me.
Okay.
That's a fair assessment of the two of them.
I mean, I still have a soft spot for Tom, but that was more of Clark Kent than it was Superman. So we didn't really get to see him as Superman. We got to see him more as Clark. So I feel like he should be outside of the scope of Superman. But that's
Tom is arguably probably is the greatest Clark on screen, since that's pretty much what he was.
Yeah.
Tyler
Teenage
is
Tom.
Tyler is the best Superman Clark. We didn't get to see, David was very much mostly Superman
Yeah.
in this movie. He only had to play Clark for really
Like a minute.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I could agree with that if Christopher Reeve was a punk rock loving, 31-year-old in the 21st century, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that, though. He was very much that beacon of hope Superman that.
He was. It's Silver Age. It was Silver Age Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what it felt like. And again, it's not gonna be for everybody. Like there are still those people that they're so stuck on how Henry was playing them that they're just like, this version's not gonna be for them. But I think one of the greatest things we saw it today when we left the theater, was a man with his two little boys walking towards the theater. Oh, I'm not.
Not yet.
The spoilers are later, Joey.
Lady.
The spoilers are later. It was two boys walking towards the theater with their dad. Two small boys. They're both wearing Superman shirts. One was wearing a regular kind of like the shirt Nope has on. And the other one was wearing the new one like Sean's got on. And they saw us walking out with, and of course, I wore my Superman shirt both times. They saw us walking out, and Sean was holding something he'll show here in a minute, and the boys, their eyes just lit up. They were so excited to see this, and that's the part that really got me. I'm like, David might not be my Superman, but he's going to be these little guys.
Yes, and they had like the shirts with the capes.
Yeah, the capes.
And they're like, oh my gosh, it's Superman. And we're all wearing Superman shirts too. And they were like, did they see like they turned to their dad, one of them did, was like, did they see Superman? And I went over and I was like, yes. And that was it. That's all. That was the whole interaction. It's just me nodding my head and saying yes. And then just all of us, like the dad, the two kids, the three of us, we were all just like big smiles. And it was just a minute of just walking past each other. That's all it was. It was so cool.
Yeah. Then we went to eat, and there was a table. There's a table across from us, and I didn't hear what the guy said. I didn't hear what he said.
Because I talked to him. So he was like, "Oh, Superman, did that come out?" And he like turned to his wife, and she's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Yeah, we just saw it. We've already seen it for the second time. It was really good. Everybody in the family will love it." And then the wife booked tickets right there because she was having her dad had come down to visit. Because after you left, I talked to him some more, or you were still, I can't remember. But her dad had come down for a visit. And she was like, "Well, I found a 3D, but you know he won't be able to come see it because he can't see 3D. I can't see 3D, so I can talk to anybody." I turned to them and I was like, "Hey, we saw it in regular XD. It's phenomenal because I can't see in 3D either. It's still really good." So she did. She booked 5:30 tickets to go see it, like right as soon as they got done eating.
Told our waitress about it.
Yeah, she said she's going to go see it Tuesday because Cinemark does $5 Tuesday tickets.
Here's the biggest thing I'll say about it that's not going to spoil anything about this movie for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels a little selfish, but watching this movie, I was like, damn, I wish my dad was still here. I would have loved to take him to see this. Like, I would have loved watching this movie with my dad. Like, my dad wasn't like huge into superheroes and stuff, but man,
he loved Deadpool.
He did love Deadpool, so that was
and he loved Resident Alien.
Yeah, he loved that show too. But
I think he would have liked
this. Is a movie that I really feel like
everybody in the family could enjoy.
If your dad's around, if your mom's around, if your parents are around, this is something you could take them to, and I think we'd enjoy it.
Oh, and something you and Sean didn't hear when I was paying at the end, and you guys were outside. Our waitress was like, "Yeah, I bought my tickets for me and my kids and my family, and they're gonna go Tuesday." So it was like, man, right there.
And there are some scenes that we'll talk about when we get into the spoiler talk that for some folks might be a little too scary for their kids. There might be something in there, but again, we'll get in there. And Joey, what this movie did, it does have me excited for what the DC is going to do.
Yeah,
it really does. Like, now again, no spoilers.
Yes.
Let's go around and talk about who was one of your favorite characters that wasn't Superman.
Guy.
It's Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
Mr. Guy for me.
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific.
All around.
No,
I don't need no help.
Mr.
Terrific. That's the best line.
I did really like Metamorpho too.
The best line was when, "Sorry, you're getting an upgrade." That was Guy. That was the best line.
Yeah. And the nice thing about Metamorpho is there's some of him looked like practical effects.
Oh, it was,
he looked fantastic.
Yeah, the whole thing until he uses his powers, that was all practical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he looks awesome.
He looks so good. I love practical effects, man.
Yes.
I love like practical effects.
Yeah, my least favorite kind of was Hawkgirl, but they didn't really give her a lot to do. Yeah. So it's really hard to say that because she kind of got the least amount of, out of the Justice Gang. She got the
title.
Yeah.
She got the least amount of like time to show her personality off and everything.
Yeah.
But when we get to the spoilers, I'll tell you why I wasn't really too fond of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they would have dropped that one thing, I think she would have been a better character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not what you guys think either. Trust me.
No, it's really not. It's really not. Now, again, no spoilers for the folks that looked at this movie like, man, they have too many characters. There's too many characters. There's a lot of characters in here, and yes, they did kind of make a big deal about who they cast in certain roles. I think it's kind of a mixed bag with me about, did certain people get enough screen time? Did some get too much? It's kind of a mixed thing there with me. It didn't feel like there's too many people there.
I think that's because they didn't give everybody full on, like, here's everything happening in this person's life and here's everything happening in this person's life. Because when there's a lot of characters, a lot of times that's where people get lost. It's like, oh, every character has something going on. In this movie, they're like, nope, nobody cares what's happening in this person's life, so you don't care either. Hey, I was like, I felt that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute, how does this person know this person? Don't worry about it. It's not part of this comic book. Move on. That was part of the other series.
Try to keep up.
Yeah, and I have a hard time. I've been asked after the first time we watched it. We did a live out of the theater reaction, and I did have somebody ask me, if I hated Man of Steel, will I like this movie? It was kind of a hard question for me to answer because I also love Man of Steel. So I was like, well, if you're somebody that didn't particularly care for Man of Steel, this is kind of the polar opposite of that movie.
Yeah.
Except for there's certain parts and times for me that it isn't. There's certain aspects of this movie I was like, they kind of did something just like that in Man of Steel, but differently at the same time. But again, it's one of those. I've been saying it since since before we even saw the movie. I think most of the people that were already against it and didn't want to see it, they weren't going to like it regardless.
Yeah.
Like they were going to go, they were going to hate watch it, which is fine because you just gave them more money.
Yeah.
There have been some people that I know that were against it though and proved me wrong, that went in there and watched it and they ended up loving it. Then I had people that I watch that they were like so stoked for it, and then they came out of it and they're kind of like, it wasn't bad. So again, me trying to tell somebody, me being the Superman fan I am, ask me about my least favorite Superman movie or Superman thing. There's not one.
There was.
No.
I can't remember what it was.
Nope.
Because
it doesn't exist.
The cellophane ass.
It doesn't exist to me. Yeah, and that's completely right, Joey. This is definitely closer to that end. Now, again, I've had people argue with me about, Henry Cavill's Superman was the most comic accurate Superman, blah blah blah. And to me, I say, to that I say, yeah, but at the same time, Henry himself was working towards and wanted to get towards the same Superman that David played in this movie. So, yeah, he had the injustice feel to him. The injustice type feel to him, but he was working towards wanting to play the same Superman that David got to play in this movie. And it is that beacon of hope, that light, that I'm going to save every
living creature
that I can.
Just this once.
I'm going to do what I can to make sure I don't kill. But again, we'll get into that a little bit later too. It's going to be real hard to not talk about spoilers just yet.
Do you know what the best way not to talk about spoilers is?
What?
Whenever you think you're going to say a spoiler, just call it the thing.
No.
Just say, oh my gosh, when that thing did the thing.
No.
That was great.
That's even worse.
That's how she used to do comics. It's about this guy that does this thing over here in this place, and then this happens, and then you got to wait for the next year. What?
Yes. No spoilers. It's just a bunch of things. But there was a person.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: Clark's really Superman.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness. Yeah. Thanks, guy.
I laughed at that whole thing, and I really am glad they touched on the glasses debacle. Because everybody's like, "How could you not tell?" And it's like, well, duh, it's Superman. He has ways. Like,
yeah.
First off, he makes himself look small, and he messes up his hair, and he's all klutzy, and he tries to disappear in the crowd, but he's still like a flipping head taller than everybody else.
Yeah.
That's true, but
I don't agree about the klutzy part.
I think
was just
one of
about
the
to
more hilarious lines too was at the end with Perry. So how long have they been hooking up?
Yeah. Yeah.
hey,
Hey.
What
Yes,
just
you should
happened?
go learn.
what just
That line
happened?
was-
There's a cameo.
Ah.
There
We
was.
just had a cameo.
I saw a flash, but I
Yeah,
missed what it was.
Somebody's
That
gonna
was-
go back there and do it in slow mo. Who was it?
Did Peanut eat any?
As long as it's not Jimmy Fallon in an orange suit, I don't care.
That's true.
Thank you.
That's true. There's a bunch of there's some speculation going on after this one. So give us more thoughts, Sean. Give us more of your thoughts.
Ooh, in Vegas.
Well, okay, let's Nicholas Holt. We all know this. I hope everybody, at least here and in the audience, knows him because the dude's phenomenal. He was a great beat. He's been great in everything he's been in. But the best thing that he did as Lex is he actually was able to create some empathy. Like he really genuinely felt like what he was doing was right. And for the protection of humanity and whatnot. So he was genuinely able to, because I kind of felt that towards the end with him and stuff. I really he really kind of made you feel that with him.
Superman.
Those are the best villains, though. The
Yeah.
ones that
Yes,
really
I
believe
agree.
they're justified.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, he did a fantastic job with that. For me, like if we're gonna do the ranking system here, I'm putting him just behind Michael Cudlitz right now because I'm still kind of in awe of what he brought to Lex. But Nicholas, for me, I'm putting him just behind him. For anybody wondering, the main reason why he's above Michael Rosenbaum for me is because I have not watched a lot of Smallville.
Fair.
Seen some. But Jay said he's going to do a rewatch. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the rewatch with him.
All
So-
10 seasons.
Yes,
It took me a
that's a
week to
lot.
watch all 10 seasons.
It's
That's still
going to take me a lot
impressive.
longer than a week, but he was great. And I'm still a little sad that we didn't get Hal Jordan, Nathan Fillion, just because he voiced him for so many years. But as Guy Gardner, he definitely brought the quirkiness that everyone says that character is in the comics. I'll definitely give him that.
The
Yeah.
jerkiness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's only because he lost, he was in a coma for a really long time. And when he came out of a coma, he was just a jerk. Well, that's just Guy Gardner's background. I'm just saying. He wasn't a jerk at first in the comics. It wasn't until after the whole, became friends with Hal and then got put down pretty much, but was in a coma for like 20 years. And when he came out of a coma, he was a jerk. And he just never stopped being a jerk.
I like Kevin Spacey's Lex too.
Yeah, I agree.
But
But again,
Land,
but a lot of folks in the Superman Returns movie were pretty good, including Brandon, who doesn't get enough love for his portrayal.
Yeah, he was great.
Agreed.
And he was even greater when he was Kingdom Come Superman.
Oh,
that's true. That's true. Except for as much as I like, is it Rachel Bosworth? Is that her name? I can't remember her name.
Rosnahan.
I think so.
No.
He's talking about in
Returns.
Brandon-
Oh, you're talking about the one from Superman Returns?
yeah,
Not my favorite Lois. Probably my least favorite Lois. Erica
Her-
Durant's been my favorite.
oh, for real.
Well, her and really the one from the Christopher Reeve movies are my least favorite Lois. Like I even like,
Terry Hatcher.
yes, more than her.
Yeah.
So, dude, I mean, I couldn't ask for more. The movie didn't feel like 2 hours. When we got out and I saw it was already like 2:00, I'm like, there's no way that movie was that long.
Yeah, that's what I say every time. I'm like, there's no way that's a 2-hour movie. It's just like, I feel like if you blink, you miss something.
It really is a lot to take in. Like just boom, 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 just the beats.
The sad
Yeah,
part is I don't know how much I missed because there was just always so much going on.
Like even with the second time watching it through, I was just like, ah.
Oh, trust me, Rachel was a great Lois. It's just I got a soft spot for Erica Durance. She was a great Lois, though.
She was Lois for like when did she show up? Season 4?
Yeah.
She was Lois for 6 years at least. So that's who we have. Like that's our Lois.
Yeah.
Because
For me, my Lois was, of course, I can never remember the Lois from the Christopher Reeve movies.
Margot Kidder.
Oh.
But Bitsy is the most Lois that I've gotten. Really, because I didn't watch a ton of the Dean Cain Superman show. I watched some of it, but
Yeah, Joey.
Yeah.
100%. And Lorena, the Dean Cain Superman, again, for me, okay, here's what I'll say about chemistry-wise. Chemistry-wise, I'd give it Rachel and David, Terry and Dean. Tom wasn't never really Superman, but it'd be Tom Welling and Erica Durance. But top right now for me, dude, David and Rachel have some great chemistry on screen. Like,
yeah,
I thought they were fantastic.
And I love the entire marketing that they all did, all three of them, where they made Nicholas Hoult and David just like the two of them were the perfect pair. And then poor Lois is just like, yep, these are my two. Go. It's great. If you guys go out there and you watch it, just the whole marketing team deserves a huge raise because I just love what they did with the three of them.
Yep.
Just bleach his hair white and just thirst trap videos of David, and that's it. I'm not thirsty. I don't need water. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
I really wanted it to be longer. Like that's my personal complaint. I was like, man, I need more. I need more already, and now I'm gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
At least until next year for another movie.
And Joey's right. It didn't feel, even though so much was happening, just go, 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 go. It didn't feel rushed.
I heard the original cut was 4 hours long before they cut it and edited it down.
I'd watch that.
Give it back.
Give it back.
Give it back.
Maybe they'll put that on the DVD.
Oh.
Hashtag the unrated cut.
The gun cut.
The gun cut.
The gun cut.
The director's cut. Yep, and then the deleted scenes.
Yeah, I'm already planning on buying this when it comes out.
I want
to get I want to get the special, whatever special edition they come out with. Just like
did you ever show off your special edition?
My Man of Steel, yeah.
You did. Okay, the giant like metal S.
Mm-hmm. That is very true, Lorena.
Yeah, David is a
very good-looking dude.
Good-looking dude.
The whole cast, honestly.
And I will say this: it's weird because you wouldn't think, but he's as big as Richardson.
Yeah,
like he's 240 pounds. He's 6'4". You wouldn't think that looking at a lot of the promo things, but when you see him in the movie next to everybody, he's huge. I'm like, holy cow! Like, wow. And honestly, it's literally been since Christopher Reeve since it's looked like that to me, because Christopher towered over folks.
Yeah, I want to say he was 6'3" or 6'4". I don't remember exactly.
Henry Cavill was too.
Henry Cavill's 6'2".
He's 6 foot 6'1".
The whole lot of them are gross. Okay, that's not fair.
And Henry didn't even weigh 200 pounds when he bulked up to play Superman.
Just gross.
That's the crazy part.
Thank you. Thank you. It's outrageous. When they're like, oh, if you want to play Superman, you got to be over 6 foot. Gross.
Sorry, but Richard.
Tyler's barely 6'1" or something like that too. So,
like, is it? Oh, if you want to play a Kryptonian, you have to be a minimum of 6'1"? Is that what I'm hearing? I will never be Kryptonian.
Aw, do we have an angry Oompa Loompa?
I will fight you.
Okay. Again, without spoilers, I think, and that's not really a spoiler because it's how I think of it. I think they used Crypto just enough in this movie. I don't think he was overused at all.
Nope. And not for comedic relief either.
Exactly.
No.
He did have some comedic moments, but It was done in a way that went with the story.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that when he did to the person, that was retribution.
Well,
That was a thing that happened.
He
We'll talk about later.
He was a believable dog.
Yeah.
That was the best thing about him. Is like, yes, can he fly and stuff? Sure, but he's a dog first and foremost, and he was 100% a dog.
Yep.
That doesn't listen. He's not even a very good dog.
Not you, buddy. You're a great dog.
You're a good boy.
Yeah,
Great job, good boy. He's just sleeping on his bed.
But,
Becky's
yeah,
only half on that.
Crypto was amazing.
The worst line of the movie. He's just a dog.
Oh, I wanted to
that
fight
irritated me. I wanted to fight her.
Yeah. It's just a dog. What do you mean it's just a dog? Have you never had a dog? Fight me. Fight.
No. We'll spoil that. No, Crypto does not die.
That is a fair spoiler to give out. No, he does not die.
Because remember, and this has been put out there, so this is not a spoiler. Supergirl. He's in the Supergirl movie. They've already talked about that.
Yeah, but not everybody's deep diving into it like you guys.
But it's Lorena. Okay. Lorena doesn't.
Lorena doesn't. Because whatever Jay says, only Lorena can hear it, so it's okay to say right now.
That's right. Look, if you haven't read Woman of Tomorrow, what are you doing? Woman of Tomorrow is one of the best Supergirl stories I've ever read.
Yeah, I haven't read it.
I haven't read it.
If that movie is even a tenth of how the book is, that movie is going to make bank. That movie is going to be great. That is one of my favorite Supergirl stories I've ever read.
Is Soups in it?
No.
Vaguely, or he would not even vaguely.
I don't think so.
It's been a while.
Mm-mm.
I thought he was mentioned. I don't think he's in it.
Don't worry, Lorena. We got spoilers coming if you want them.
Oh.
Yeah, Lorena. There'll be spoilers later.
Oh.
Okay, recommendation for everybody.
Man.
Read that.
And the art's awesome.
Yeah, I'll add that to the list of things I need to read. That's like 3 miles long.
I'm just glad that Jay owns it. So all I got to do is walk one room over and look for it.
Check out from the library.
Yep.
Oh, I am starting a new thing where if you want to read one of our books, you need to sign something. Okay?
Well, except for him, he's here.
Everybody. If you want to read one of my books, you need to sign something too.
I'm not making Sean autograph something.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
release.
You sign something that says #Who's Sean.
Yes.
Jena, when I borrow it, here's what I'll do. I will leave you a lemonade.
Okay, that's fair.
That is fair.
That is fair.
Yeah, but
oh, that was funny when we went through the drive-thru and picked up our drinks too from Dutch Bros. The guy was like, "Oh, did you guys?" I was like, "Yeah, we just saw it. It was really good." He was like, "No way." He's like, "I'm gonna go see it." We were like, "Yes." Every single person we talked to after the movie were like booking their tickets right there, talking to us.
So, if you're comfortable, how much were the things that you guys got? The bucket, cup, the thing you haven't shown yet.
I guess now's the time to show them off.
Yeah. So the cup, I don't know. Can you see it light up?
You can a little bit
on camera. So there it is.
Oh, let me do this real fast. Hold on. Let's see.
I wanted to buy one of those cups, but they ran out.
Yeah, so there's the cup regular, and then it's got a little button. Lights up. This was $18.
Worth it.
Worth it, because you also got free refills with it, too. It was considered a large drink. You got free refills.
What kind of battery does it take?
Honestly, I have no idea. You have to unscrew the whole
I'm just wondering if it's one of those hard-to-find batteries.
It's like a round battery?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like a watch battery.
Button battery?
Oh, yeah, those are easy. Amazon's got those everywhere.
And then we got this bucket, but what they have there is it's 3 different insides. This one, I don't know, can you tell? These are like some of the classic Superman comics. I think this one, I think it was 15 or 16.
You know, Jena, when you took that selfie of you with that, the way you were holding it and you had it it was like in front of you. And you had my wife and I both thought that was your drink and that you were sipping the straw. And we're like, oh my God, how big is that drink? Holy crap.
I don't like how my fingers feel. It's a texture thing when I'm touching popcorn and stuff. So I just
That's why the Galactus bucket will work best for her. I just noticed there's Alex Ross Superman right there.
Yeah, and then there's it's all Superman #1s in there. Yeah, the inside of ours, they had different ones. There was ones that was shots from the movie. They had ones from the shots that was like Justice League or something, and this one is shots from the comics.
And how much was the bucket of popcorn?
Oh, 15? It was either 15 or 16.
Oh,
I can't
wow.
remember.
It was less than the cup, huh?
Yeah, it was. And you got a free refill with it, too, and it's metal.
That's cool. I
And
like
then,
it.
Yeah, I do, too.
if Sean is ready.
Yes.
Yeah. So Ed was wondering if anybody got it. I got it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Ham
I
Puppo's
got
already
the-
looking out of it.
Yep.
Nice.
Weird.
How much popcorn did you get out of that?
I think this was also 15, but I also
Yours
got
was
an extra large.
13, and it came with an extra large popcorn.
Yeah, so I did get an
Was it
extra
wet
large
or dry
popcorn.
popcorn?
But yeah. So there, for anybody wondering, here's the Crypto Bowl.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get one of the cups, but they ran out of them. And the one they had didn't look like I could reuse it that much. So I decided not to buy it.
I'll never understand why 7-Eleven quit doing the cup for movie thing. I loved collecting them.
Yes.
Now, Nope had a question. How much popcorn did you fit in that? Do you remember?
Okay,
Yes.
because I'm the one who poured popcorn into it. Of the extra large that came with it, like a quarter of the bucket got
It's
put in
probably
there.
small or medium.
It was like a small amount worth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a good solid small.
Like
It
it's,
was
it's
enough
good.
for me.
Sorry, it fits
It-
Han Puppo's meal, which is a
Yeah.
cup of dry food and like a quarter cup of Greek yogurt.
Well, like for someone like me, for instance, who I don't eat a boatload of popcorn during a movie, this is actually like the perfect serving size for me to eat.
Might be a good cereal bowl.
That's what I was just thinking.
It's be a good- yeah.
It's good size.
I mean, if you don't have
It
a
is.
dog yet.
Oh, that's
Or even a
awesome.
chip bowl for like parties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we all kind of agree that this is for Han Puppo to enjoy. He doesn't have anything comic booky of his own yet, so now he does. Yeah, so
Yes,
My dog's
Lorena.
got a
That's
big
why
top.
you should probably try to go this week.
Yeah,
Yes.
You
'cause
should
they're already.
probably.
I was so sad because today I was gonna pick up because the Cinemark we went to when we went Tuesday they had the crypto plushie. It's like this big. It's so adorable. When we went this morning, sold out. They said, and I asked, they were sold out of almost all of their special stuff. Like Thursday,
I don't think they have enough of that stuff.
they don't,
No.
and it's crazy because they had showings starting Thursday at like I think the first one was Thursday at 2 p.m. So Thursday, yeah, they were sold out by Thursday night from a lot of stuff. Like the cup was sold out. One of the bucket styles was sold out. What else? Did
Well,
they
you
say?
guys were able to get that stuff on your Tuesday review of it, though, right?
Yeah, but I didn't.
So
get
they
the
were
bucket.
selling it before it even opened to everybody.
Yeah. Well, they already had
Yeah.
Fantastic Four stuff out.
their popcorn bucket is actually really cool looking.
That Reed Richards popcorn
Yeah.
bucket, y'all. If y'all haven't seen that, go
It's-
look that up.
It's,
I love
it's the
that.
size of theirs, but Reed's arm wraps all the way around it.
Yeah, it's like Reed's
No,
arms
I
are like
haven't seen
holding
that.
it, like pulling
Yeah,
it. It
it's-
looks really cool.
It's super dope. Okay, Nope and Ed. Notes. Come on, man. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nope, you go first.
What, the movie?
Yeah.
It was good.
That's what you're getting out of me. Okay.
That was almost as good as Sean's intro, dude. Nice job.
I had a hard time talking about it without spoiling anything.
Hold on. There.
Yeah, I mean, it
Got her.
David!
checked all the boxes.
I love you, Jena.
Now, I think the best part about it is the two of you weren't necessarily
Oh god.
Superman fans, like the comics and all that kind of stuff. Like
Right.
Ed, we talked a whole lot, honestly, about the love of George Reeves' Superman,
Mhm.
and how I have been on this campaign to get people to watch Superman and Lois, and people have. Now, but again, though, this is like you guys didn't read. You guys don't collect these comics and read these comics, but the movie was still like some kind of gave you some kind of feeling.
Yeah, it felt like I was actually watching, say, the animated Superman, but live action. You know,
like I said, the first watch it gave me a lot of feelings, but none of them were that positive. I was like, what is going on? And I was trying to comprehend everything and yada 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 yada. So for me, I had to watch it the second time to like it. But I wanted to like it so bad when I was watching it the first time. I'm like, what's happening here? I don't even understand what's going on.
Do you think
So
that maybe on your
don't
first
give up
watch-
on that. What'd you say?
Do you think maybe on your first watch, because of how much you wanted to like it, you were kind of maybe hypercritical about it?
Well, no, I wasn't being critical. I was trying to figure out what the heck I was seeing because there was just so much going on, and it was just random, and it never stopped, and it was like here to that, to here to that, to here to that, to here to that, and you didn't get that breathing moment to try to figure out what was happening because something new was happening. And the first time through, not being like Jay said, I'm not well read in Superman. My only really love of Superman was George Reeves until Jay introduced me to Superman and Lois. So not knowing who these characters were per se and everything about them, it was a lot to take in. After watching it the second time, I loved it. Now that I could put the pieces together and figure out what was happening, I loved it. Third time through, yeah, I'm hooked. I love it. As far
Yeah,
as film Supermen go, I think Torn Sweat's number one right now,
Ooh, okay.
Good.
and Brandon is very close behind for me.
yeah, because the Christopher
I
Reeve.
think we can all agree that Mr. Terrific is like that version of him is. That's it.
Yeah.
Echo Kellum. I mean, we only really got Echo Kellum compared to, but God, that dude, so good.
What'd
What
you
were
say
you
about
saying, Nope?
Christopher Reeve?
I was just saying that Christopher Reeves, those were definitely my favorites always growing up because of the nostalgic, factor to it. And then you got the Henry Cavill one. That one was awesome. But at the same time, like everybody said, it just didn't feel like Superman just because of how grungy and, all that he was. But at the same time, this one kind of brought back all that feelings of hope and everything that you got from the animated show or the Christopher Reeves ones. But like Eddie said, there's so much going on in the first watch. So if you're like, I'm lost, it's going to be a repeatable movie, just like the Guardians movies, that you can watch it multiple times and pick more and more up each and every single time that you watch it.
Yeah.
But it's that
And
enjoyable.
Lorraine, the soundtrack, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I loved it. Jay, not the biggest fan, but I loved it. I think Ed loved it. I think Sean
I wasn't a fan the first time around.
Okay.
But it's grown on me.
Yeah. Well.
I think one of the best things that they did was how they made Superman so approachable just to the public in general. How,
because kids were just running up to him.
Yeah. That was something that I think Superman and Lois did pretty well. I can't really remember it being like, even in the Christopher Reeves movies, where the public really approached him with a lot of stuff like they did. So I thought that was actually really cool that they made it, where people would be like, hey, come on, actually physically go talk to him, help him out, and this, stuff like that. But in return, his care for the public. How many times did he turn and go, are you okay? And stuff like that. That was, like we said, Superman is supposed to be a beacon of hope. That's what the definition of the character is. He's the best of humanity.
And do you guys want to, I don't think this is a spoiler on who plays Superman's parents, right? That's not a spoiler?
They're in the previews.
Like the actors. Okay, I'll wait to talk about that.
We'll hold off on that. And Lorena, as one humongous Superman fan to another, yes, it's so worth it. The wait has been worth it. Again, I went into it the first time really, really, really liking it, but I was watching it from a perspective of I knew we were going to be talking about it. and y'all know what I do for work.
I was surprised he didn't have a notepad and was writing
So-
notes.
Ooh.
Oh man. Oh, Joey, that sucks, man.
Do I need to fight them
That
for
sucks.
you?
My kids are
We
they're taking over.
We will have Jenna call the pizza place. Give her the
I
number.
will. Give me
You'll
the
end up
number.
with, like-
I will call them.
They're gonna burn this place down.
And Lorena, if you don't love it after the
Mhm.
first time you see it again.
Yeah.
Because even Jay took 2 watches before he loved it. So
He liked it after the first
Oh,
one.
I really like I was on the verge of loving it,
Yeah.
but again, I was looking at it a little critically. But after that,
Jen, on the other hand, was right next to him, like, "Oh, I fucking blah blah blah." You could hear her off camera, like, "I love it."
Was
When I'm
this crazy?
driving, so-
I would have been a lot more excitable on that live, but I was driving.
yeah.
I was like,
On the other hand,
"Shit."
I came out of the movie exactly how I figured I would. I just
I wish.
No.
I wish.
Oh no.
Oh God! I wanted to
That's Annette O'Toole, by the way.
was that who the mom is?
which mom
What
are
do
you
you
talking
mean?
about?
What do you mean you have to drive? Time out. What do you mean you have to drive? They lost your order. They need to give you double of that order and bring it to you. Bring it from straight the oven to your kitchen table.
Annette O'Toole was
Bring the oven with them.
Yes, they need to
Ready by
bring
the
it.
time
Bring all the
you get
ingredients,
there.
cook it in your house, serve it to your family, and then do the dishes. How dare they lose your order, knowing there were children involved?
okay. So Annette O'Toole was Tom Welling's Clark's mom.
You eat children.
Oh,
Yeah, that's only grub
I
children.
will eat your children.
Only grub
Now
children.
hold on. I was playing Gears of War, and I was talking to Lucas.
And I quote, I will
Lucas.
effing eat your effing children. I will never forget that quote. It needs to be on a shirt.
That's because I was playing Gears of War, and they were trying to swarm me, and then all my other, because I was playing online live, I was playing, in Invincible, of course. I know, playing Invincible, blah blah blah. And I was in Blood Drive. I pretty much had it, and then we get to a boss wave, and of course it's a Lambent Zerker that's just like, oh, all 5 team members just like hopped off. And I was left with AI, and the AI in that is not the best partners. And then they threw.
Goodness. Yeah.
Oh.
And this is what you call gaslighting.
Man.
And then they threw a boomer at me, and I was like, wait a minute.
But to
You want
answer
to fight me?
to answer
I will eat
everybody,
your children.
Annette O'Toole played Martha Kent in Smallville. She was also the original Lana from the Christopher Reeve movie.
Oh yeah.
And they got her husband, Michael. Oh my goodness,
Bublé.
Spinal Tap. I can't remember the guy's name. His name's Michael, though. They got him to play Perry White in Smallville. I hear what Ed said.
You don't want to hear what they said.
I have seen some battles. I have played all of the Gears of War games and films. They feel like films on the highest, hardest difficulties with him beside me.
When the zombie apocalypse breaks out, hide your children. That's all I'm going to say.
No.
If they're zombies,
Hide your children.
No, hold on. I do play this game called Brotato,
Oh, God.
where you got zombie bugs and you're a potato fighting them. And I yell some crazy things when I'm playing that. I'm like, no, bad touch, bad touch.
so bringing it back around, because I want to ask Jenna this.
Oh, okay.
Before Jenna and I got together, folks, I just want to point this out. Jenna read comics long before me.
Yeah.
Before she met me.
Yeah.
I did not get her into comics. She's always been into comics. Now, that being said, you have not always been like the biggest Superman fan, right?
I mean, I had some general knowledge before you. I had read the comics, yeah. So, yeah. Meh.
Okay. So as you being not as big of a Superman fan as say I am,
Okay.
this movie was still like you loved it. There was
I
something
did. I loved it. And I mean, And it was something this is stuff I've said, forever. We have seen over and over and over and over again the origin stories. We don't need the origin stories anymore. It's the same with the Batman films. We don't need the origin stories anymore.
Yeah, we don't need to see pearls anymore.
No, God,
Yeah.
no. And then it's the same with Superman. We all know he come crash land into Earth. Parents take him, raise on farm. He spends what is it, 18 years in the Fortress of Solitude training. And then when he's 33, he comes out to the world. I am Superman. Hear me roar, but not really. I save you. We all know that game. Move on. And I really liked how this film didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because we've seen it. How many times have we seen it? We saw it in Man of Steel. We saw it in every other Superman film and TV show. Even people who have not seen them, no, they know. And so, yeah, I really liked that they didn't put too hard into that. But then at the same time, they didn't do the whole, oh God, how do I say this? They didn't do the whole women come to save the day. Like, it's a Superman film. Thank you for being a Superman film about Superman.
I just got one retort.
Eh?
They didn't do the origin story in Superman and Lois.
They kind of didn't really do it in Smallville.
I mean,
I never saw Smallville.
They talk about it.
They talk about it, but that's a show. They kind of
They talk about it a lot in the show.
They kind of had that was the kind of the blueprint of stuff we got in the future, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
The only time
that's it.
The only time they really talked about it in Superman and Lois is when the boys found the craft.
Yeah. So it was talked about.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Well, this movie talked about it too because he talked about his parents.
Right, but she's talking about we didn't start off on Krypton.
We didn't start off.
We didn't see the destruction of Krypton.
Right.
It just we're already told that it's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've moved on. Thank you.
There's no teenage guy running while stuck to a string like you see in the Christopher Reeve movie where he looks like he's running 100 miles an hour.
That's the best scene in that movie.
Next to the train, and then
But he's so much older than Lois because Lois is on that train.
Yeah, that's right.
The little girl that's on the train that says, "Mommy, that boy is running next to the train," or whatever she says. And her mom goes, "Lois Lane, stop making up stories." And I was like,
"Oh,
now how is it? Maybe it's them Kryptonian genes, I guess. But how is it he looks that much older than her then, and then when they're adults, she looks much older than him?"
Oh, I can tell you, but you're not gonna like it.
See, you're coming close to the Anakin parallel from Phantom because he was like 6 and ends up nailing the princess. So it's like, go Anakin.
Yeah.
I mean, is that alien ages? I don't
know.
I don't get it. But here, I'm going to take a little aside for just a second. For anybody out there that has been listening to folks out there saying that this movie's woke and it's being so politicized and all this stuff, you have to really be searching for stuff like that. But I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
I didn't see the men are all whiny babies and the women are the strong ones that save the day. They were strong female characters.
But they were also...
Don't get me wrong, but it was like equal footing.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was this? They were emasculated and the guys were crying.
I have no idea. I looked the second time watching the films. I was like, okay, where are they being? Like, I was looking for it. I was looking hard for it and I couldn't find it.
And
I couldn't find it.
Nobody's gonna convince me either that Superman doesn't have emotions. He spent most of his life on Earth. Of course, he's gonna act like a human.
Yeah.
Humans are moody and mad.
There was one little cringy cry, but I don't want to spoil anything. I think they went a little overboard with Metamorpho when he had his cry. Because it sounded like a baby in a crib. It was pretty...
Well, he was trying not to
don't spoil anything!
The thing...
He's just sensitive.
Yes, but when men cry, they don't go... I mean...
Well, the thing that had just happened was very something.
Yeah, I ugly cry. So I related completely to him in that moment.
The first time I heard that, though, I thought it was Superman, and I was like, "Oh God, no, please!"
It
God.
was-
And then I
it was
figured
kind
out
of
it
a
wasn't,
mix.
and I was like, "Oh, thank you."
It was kind of a mix. It starts out with him, but then it kind of like crescendos, and the crescendo is Metamorpho.
Yeah.
Well, that's what made me think it was him the whole time, and I'm like, "Okay, dude,
But that
stop
was
it,
the
stop
person.
Yeah.
stop it."
Yeah, there was actually a reason for that ugly cry though, right there.
True. And I tell you what, because it'll make it so much easier. In about 4 minutes, we're probably going to get into the spoilery talk.
Oh, thank God. This is the part.
In about 4 minutes, we're going to get into the spoilery talk of this because I know everybody's got something they want to talk about in this movie that is going to be spoilers. So I'm warning you right now, folks. 4 minutes. If you're watching this on the rewind or you're watching it live now and you don't want to be spoiled, it's not going to hurt my feelings if it's just Lorena in the chat. Okay.
4 minutes is a weird number, Jay.
Can we do like the little break thing that you did in between?
Do you want me to do it before I play the spoiler thing?
Well, no, I was saying like take the break, and then you could have the spoiler thing during the break, or to alert people. Or, I don't know.
Oh, we ain't the EXP over here, boss.
What?
I can only do so much.
Do it! Spoiler!
All right, well,
Oh, 4 minutes.
I'm ready for spoilers, but I'm also ready for a break.
Do it.
Hold on.
Do the spoilers. Go ahead. I can wait.
No. Couple more minutes. Give everybody a chance.
Well, then do a break.
Well, I tell you what, folks. Give us just a minute for poor Ed. Ed's a little bit,
Watch yourself. You just watch yourself, Junior. You watch yourself real close.
Yep.
And
So
nope,
we're
it's
gonna
not
take-
funny. Shut up.
We're going to take a little bit of a break, folks. But when we get back from the break, I'm going to hit the spoilers, and we're going to get into spoilers with this. So hang out. We'll be back in just a little bit. What's up, everybody? Let me unmute everybody real fast because I forgot when I play those things that one doesn't mute your mic automatically. So I had to mute everybody's mic.
Whoopsie.
All right.
I think Ed's playing.
A little bit.
Yeah, I thought so.
I like Nope representing the channel there. That's good. I like that.
Yes. Yes, everyone.
Definitely check them out.
By all means. As soon as I can remember where I put. Come on, you're in here somewhere. I know you are. There we go.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh.
On more than one occasion.
Hey, it's not dirty old men time yet. Okay? Do you know what time it is, though?
I'll have you know it's always dirty old man time, young lady. Don't give me none of that sass.
Make sure if you haven't yet, go sub up to Weird Opes. They got a lot of interesting stuff going on over there. It's not just comic stuff over there. A lot of different things. And check out their shorts, check out their unboxings, check out their interview they had. Super excited for what y'all got coming. Y'all just had that really awesome heavy metal unboxing. That intro gives me chills, man. That intro is so good.
Glad you liked it.
If y'all haven't watched that one, make sure you go and check it out. Now, I was waiting on Nope to do this. He's probably busy with the dog or something. That's fine. I'm just giving him a hard time. But, folks, here is your warning.
Attention! Attention! This is your spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. We will be spoiling the movie. This is your warning for the spoilers. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. We're about to spoil the hell out of this movie. Click off if you don't want to know. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. You have been warned.
That's your voice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, it's his Bane voice.
I
That's
told
what
you
it
that's
is.
what his voice actually sounds like before.
Well, I mean, I a little overdone, and the first part of it, I dropped it down a couple octaves, and then the last part is my voice.
You
Sounds
did
like
you
Bane.
did the whole Bane thing for me, didn't you? Didn't you?
Maybe.
What's crazy
I thought
his
so.
voice is that deep when he first wakes up in the morning. Like, this is an actor's voice right now. This is the voice he does for everyone else. His voice is actually like an octave
You're just
lower.
hearing the echo because he's laying down. That's all.
Like, when he first wakes up in the morning, you got to say, what? What did you say? What did you say? Like 10 times.
Yeah, I get that an awful lot.
Before he's like, oh yeah, nobody can understand me because my voice is so deep. You're like, what are you trying to tell me?
So,
Yeah. That's great. Time for spoilers. Let's
As
go.
in-
Time for spoilers.
Look, as it's said, I'm even going to make a little ticker to run across the bottom here as soon as I get to my other part. Right here. Where's it at? Right here. So,
The ticker maker.
folks, if you are not wanting to get spoiled and you are watching this live right now or you're watching on the rewind, please.
I do a good Yoda. Okay, I gotta hear it sometime.
Good Yoda, she does. We are talking spoilers.
Oh God, I feel so much better now.
Do you need a cigarette?
I just had one. So here's one thing I want to talk about right off the bat.
Hold on.
When we saw this, I was like, I don't think this movie starts where we think it starts. I think we start with that shot of him getting smashed into him falling into the snow, right? That part I was correct on. We did start with that. Now there is and it's not a Star Wars crawl. There is some reading to do at the beginning. And it basically says 3 centuries ago, metahumans appeared on Earth, ushering a new age of gods and monsters.
Whoa!
30 years ago,
Superman came crashing to Earth.
yeah, basically, Superman's parents sent their baby to Earth.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, the baby had grown up and announced himself to the world as Superman.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks ago, Superman stopped a war between these two warring nations. What was it?
3 minutes ago.
3 minutes ago. There you go. 3 minutes ago, Superman lost his first battle. And then, boom, he hits the ice. So it's still linear, technically.
Yeah.
But we do start out with that very first shot of him
Losing.
being smashed. Yep.
Oh,
You got it, brother.
Hey!
look who's here.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so he comes crash, bam, and then he does this whistle. Now, this is just because I have some like weird hearing, but the whistle, if you have like a little bit of issue with your hearing, it hits the ear just off where it'll make you just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it.
If you're sensitive to higher frequencies, it will hurt your ear, basically.
Yeah. And so what I would do is I would just kind of like, the first time I heard it kind of shrunk, but the rest of the time I would just like, you can kind of see it because it does like a breath. And then I just kind of like blocked my ears a little bit. And you just kind of have to like watch what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, super great.
Yes. Super great. And then it's literally the same intro, like the one of the trailer, literally almost one of the entire whole of the trailer is the first
Yeah.
5-ish minutes of the movie, like literally. And then the part where Jay wasn't correct was we thought that while he was getting charged by the sun, it was flashback up to that point, and it wasn't.
Yeah. And then we get to see Bradley Cooper is Superman's dad.
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper. It was crazy. And that was one of the things me and Ed talked about. I was like, did you notice it's Bradley Cooper? He was like, what? The
I've seen
Hangover
it 3
guy?
times, and I still don't see Bradley Cooper, and I've looked.
That
I
is
looked at
him. That's Kal-El.
I sat there and I'm looking
Yeah, I
at
know
him,
I
and
saw it, but it doesn't look like him at all.
Well, of course, it doesn't look
when
like a
they
rat.
show the side of his face, it doesn't. But as soon as I saw the front, I looked at Jay. I was like, "It's like Bradley Cooper," and he looks at me and goes, "That's because it is."
Yes. Yes, like it was insane to me. And then the
I don't really
actress,
remember it, though.
the second time around, I was like, does this make Superman like biracial now? I mean, if they do, that's totally
Kryptonian.
fine, but it's just kind of like a weird way to just like do it like that, right?
He's Kryptonian.
He's Kryptonian, yes.
That's he's not biracial. He's Kryptonian.
Okay.
He's Bytonian.
But I mean, like, that was one of the things that somebody had mentioned made it woke. And I was like, but they don't mention it at all anywhere. But Ed, you're right. He's Kryptonian. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But that was I remember seeing that. I think it was on TikTok or something. Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, it's so woke now because they make him biracial." And I was like, I had to watch it on the second time around. I had to look. I was like, huh. But he's Kryptonian.
The actress playing his mother
Yeah.
is Armenian American.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's because they're in black and white.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because
he's an alien.
Yeah.
He's a Kryptonian.
Right. He's Kryptonian. Period.
Exactly, because that was one person's complaints
Do you
trying to say that they made it woke that way.
What we watched it in? The first time was
XD.
in XD. The first time was in XD.
So it was just like the regular showing.
And then
classic, yeah.
Today was.
Isn't he adopted?
Well, okay.
His Kryptonian parents is what I mean. And maybe it's just because I do have trouble with seeing in black and white. Ed, you know what I mean. And they're mostly like grayish, black and whitish. And maybe that's why I had trouble trying to see that. Maybe that's why you're having trouble seeing it's Bradley Cooper.
I don't know. I even paused it and like walked up to the. And I'm like,
yeah, the Kents. And I'll go ahead and skip to the Kents. I liked the Kents. I think the Kents were a little too hillbilly-ish.
Way too hillbilly.
Well.
Especially the mother. They made Martha almost dumb. She reminded me of Edith Bunker.
Okay.
She reminds me of my grandma talking to me on the phone sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, as somebody who lived in Kansas for several years, out in the countryside of Kansas, that be how they be.
Hey,
that
Tracy,
was spot on.
We're in spoiler talk.
We're in spoiler talks, everybody.
We're in spoiler talk. I don't know if you've seen the movie yet. If you haven't, I don't want to spoil anything for you.
But right now, we're still kind of talking about the first, like, what are we, 5 minutes into the film?
we're 5 minutes in, but I don't want to spoil anything for anybody.
And I understand that they're from Kansas. I get that. But every other rendition of Martha I ever saw, she had to take care of Clark by herself. She knew how to do everything, take care of the farm, was like a hero in the town. Right. And in this version, Pa's not dead, and they make her act like Edith Bunker. And I didn't hate it. I just was shocked because I've always had Martha up there as that shining star that helped make Soups who he was.
Well,
because she had to raise him by himself.
Paul's supposed to die when he's already done. Spoiler: his name's Kal-El. Well, I know that in the comics he dies after he's done his training in. Well, I guess in some of the comics, not all the comics. Some of the comics, Paul doesn't die until after he's been Superman for like a few years.
Yeah, the 78 Superman, they had Paul die when he's 18.
Yeah,
and then he leaves them to go to the fortress when he's 18.
Yeah.
And then he spends the next 12 years training with Jor-El in the fortress.
All right.
That's right.
And in some iterations of the shows, they took not talking about Smallville. I'm not going to do that. Hey, what's up, Phable? We're talking spoilers about Superman, boss. But what is it? Lois and Clark, the New Adventures of Superman. Paul's still alive in that one.
Yeah.
And in a lot of the cartoons, Paul's still alive.
Yeah.
So Paul isn't an Uncle Ben to me. I feel like the story works well if Paul's not there. The story works well if Paul's there.
Yeah. And I mean, I get what you mean, Ed. Like, Ma has always had to be strong once Paul has passed because they are farmers. They have to take care of their farm. And we just don't ever get to see that moment with her where we see that she's had to do what she's had to do, to make things get done. We just see what she's like with her precious baby boy getting hurt.
Right. Well, I didn't hate it. I just thought they made her a little too Edith Bunkery.
That part made me laugh so hard, though. This right here.
Talking on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah. Yes.
That's so like.
I can't, like, my grandparents talk. Shoot, my dad sometimes still talks on the phone like that. I had to.
We got a special guest joining us, folks. Let's bring him in. We'll give him just a second. There we go. He looks like he's ready. My friend and yours.
The
Heal
dog.
the world.
Hi, puppy.
Aw.
Heal the world. Rockin' Robbie.
Hey.
There he is.
What's up, bitches? How y'all doing?
What's going on, brother?
Oh man, I'm feeling terrible, man. I just got done watching Saturday night's main event, and my boy Seth Rollins legitimately got injured, man.
Oh,
Like for real, though?
Like
Not
for
for
real?
For real. It looks very
Like-
real. It looks like he tweaked his knee. And let me tell you something. My first Monday Night Raw is this upcoming Monday, and if Seth's not there, I'm demanding my money back. So there you go.
Biggest thing is, did you see the ref do this on screen at all?
No, they didn't do that, but they know that everybody knows that that's the bit now. But he here's the thing. He did one of those things where he like jumps on the rope, but the LA Knight moved away and he landed on his feet, right? And you could tell immediately, because you know when they fake an injury, they like immediately just grab it and like sell it, right?
Yeah.
You could tell that this dude really hurt his fucking knee. And he went to the corner and he called the ref, and then they got medical in, and then LA Knight like won it in like 5 seconds when he came back in. So dude's legitimately hurt, which is going to ruin WWE's plans for SummerSlam. I guarantee it, right?
Oh.
So I decided I'm pissed off. So let me come to this Scrubs fucking channel and talk about Superman. That's what I decided. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Station pop pop boom. I'm goddamn rocking fucking Robbie, man.
That's
right.
what's up.
That's right.
What's
Happy
up?
to have you.
What are you talking about? Anything
We're-
big in pop culture this week? What's going on?
Oh man, there was this little movie about this character
It was a
that
little bitty obscure.
I just
movie.
learned about named Superman.
I thought it was Supreman.
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 Oh, you talking about Stupid Man? All right.
Oh man.
I went and saw that movie.
Hey!
I got the crypto,
Oh,
man. Yeah.
Hold on. Look at Jay's cup. His lights up.
Where'd you get that?
Cinemark.
All right. So the Cinemark in my town, I don't go to there because
Okay.
I have an AMC pass, so I go to my AMC, which is like 2 minutes from my apartment, and this was $23. So I can't even imagine what you paid for your light up.
We
thing,
paid
Jay.
16.
What the hell?
Do you want us to show you the buckets that we got?
This one's got a cape, at least, right? Like,
Okay, that's cool. That is cool. We went on Tuesday because Amazon Prime did this thing. If you were a Prime member, you got to go to the early showing. And the only showing that had the Prime membership was the Cinemark right here. And then Cinemark also did a thing. The first showing of the day is $8. So that's what we did.
well, that's very cool.
And then Cinemark also has this thing on Tuesdays. Movies are like $5.25 or $5.50. Yeah,
I have there's a special Tuesday thing at my channel or my channel at my theater as well. But Tuesdays are for those of you not in the know. Tuesdays is my new free comic book day. So there you go.
Oh,
So,
okay,
yeah.
okay. There we go.
yeah. What's up, everybody? How I see everybody in there in the chat. What's up? What's up? Holy shit! Is that what Eddie looks like in real life?
Yes.
Holy shit, bruh. I just saw you wrestling Gunther on fucking Saturday Night's Main Event. What's up, Goldberg? How you doing?
Good. It's been a long road getting from there to here, buddy.
I bet. Sorry for your loss. What's up, Mr. Note, man? Nice to see you again. And who is this? Cian? Who are you?
Hashtag who's CM.
Who are you, Cian? What's going on?
I'm a figment of your imagination.
All right. I thought I was on Jay's channel, so that's why I dropped in.
Oh gosh.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. We're kind of in the middle of our spoilers, but you saw the film? Tell us how you felt about it.
What film? Are we talking about Saturday Night's Main Event? Yeah, I liked it. I thought the best part was Jade and Naomi, which wasn't even part of the card.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really upset Seth Rollins got hurt, and I like the Jimmy and and solo match. I thought that was good. I liked the what's his name? Randy Orton. I like that Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre match. But now I'm really wondering, why is Jelly Roll like competing in SummerSlam? But yeah, that's what we're talking about, right? We're doing like a Saturday Night Main Event post show, right?
Yeah.
You know,
that's what we're
does
doing,
help
right?
that, Jelly Roll is best friends with The Rock.
Holy shit, Cian. Jelly Roll is here. What's up, my man? How you doing, dude? You did a great job tonight, man. I appreciate that.
Tattoos are fake.
Oh.
Yeah, they are. You just wipe them off.
Yeah, just wipe it all off, dude.
I'm just kidding. Sean, what's up, man? How you doing? First time we've ever been on screen together.
I know, right?
So what's up, man?
I know. I was wondering if this day was ever actually going to happen.
What?
You
I've been
thought
here
I
a
wasn't
few
real.
times, bro. Where you been?
Where have you been? I've been
What are
here.
you talking about?
I've
I've been here a few times, man. What are you talking about?
I didn't see you.
Well,
Bye-bye.
y'all, we can't afford Robbie every time. Okay?
No,
We can't afford the fee. All right?
his time is precious.
Oh.
So, and the
Well,
sad
What's
part
up,
is,
everybody? I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. It's the year of the heel, but it's all a bit, man. I still love y'all. Y'all are great, man. Yeah, that AMC cup is dope as shit, and I had to get the crypto, man. I just
Oh,
knew.
that is cute.
I just knew that crypto was going to be the big deal, right? Here's the thing.
Folks have to remember.
So I got this Jurassic World Cup the other day, right? And
Hold
this
on,
was
hold
like
on.
this was like $12. Okay, it's
That's
holographic.
that's a fair price.
It's got a dinosaur on it. This thing was $23, man. What the hell? I know it's bigger, but who gives a shit, man? Like, oh my god. Anyway,
So do you prefer sucking out of a pterodactyl more or sucking out of a dog more?
well, first of all, that's not a pterodactyl, my friend. Okay. I don't know what the dinosaur is called, but I know it's not a pterodactyl. So there you go. Now, Jurassic World was it was stupid. It was big, stupid, moronic dino fun. It was dumb as hell. The story sucked. The characters sucked, but all of the dino action was awesome. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's all I wanted to see, right? But Superman, are we talking about this?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What are we doing? Non-spoilers? Where are
Spoilers,
we at?
man.
We're at full
Spoiler
spoiler
territory,
right
yeah.
now.
We're about 5 minutes into the film when we got to Bradley Cooper is his father.
I swear that this title says Superman non-spoiler review.
You ever see the bottom of the screen? How it says spoilers?
The rest of the title that's really long says spoilers near the end.
Why is your title so long?
Because I'm not good with titles, man. And I'd already made the thumbnail.
So what do y'all think? I haven't been watching, so I just want to know what y'all think, man.
Oh, I loved it. And I'm a big fan of the soundtrack. Jay's not the biggest fan of the soundtrack. So we're going to fight later.
Did Jay cry during the movie at any point?
I
The
did.
first time, yeah. I did too. I teared up. I was like, oh.
It was the scene with Jonathan. Because I said at the beginning, I was like, if my dad was still here, this would definitely be a movie I would take him to.
Word. Okay.
So
yeah.
that moment with Jonathan kind of.
Were you surprised how country his mother was?
Woo,
That's
yeah.
literally what we're talking about.
That's what we were just talking about.
And then
But
I
it's-
had to. I
it's
lived in Kansas
believable.
for several years, and out in the country parts of Kansas, that is how they sound. That is how they sound. That is literally what they're like out there.
A little too much for me to believe that he didn't pick up on that accent, though.
I know.
Exactly.
Why did he get an accent?
Well, I'm from Alabama, and if you talk to my family, they're all like, "Welcome to Alabama. We're the goddamn Lamb family. What's up, everybody?" But you
Well,
talk to
maybe
me, and I'm like,
because
"Yo,
he
what's
lives in the
up?"
city.
And they're like, "What? Like Robbie? Where'd you get that accent? You don't have the accent." I'm like, "I watched MTV. I watched MTV like a motherfucker." So there you go.
Are we trying to say that Clark Kent, good old Clark Kent, watched MTV and thus he does not have that accent?
How do you think he became such a fan of 90s pop punk if he wasn't watching MTV? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's true.
I don't know, because remember, he spent how many years at the Fortress of Solitude?
They don't
training?
they don't tell us that.
Yeah,
though.
they don't tell us in this
Yeah.
one.
But the most hilarious thing, though, Jay, is you're forgetting your parents are country.
Oh, they
And you
country.
don't sound a dang thing like them. So,
That's true. I go back home to North Carolina for a little bit.
Oh my God, you cannot understand him.
I do pick up my accent.
We were there for a week one time when I went up to meet his family. And like 2 days in, I felt I could not understand a single word anybody was saying.
Please go
Including
live
him.
next time you go there. Please go live next time you go there. I got to hear this.
Oh my gosh. Like he says like, what? Oh, there's this one word. There's this one word that trips me up every single time. They say diddy.
Diddy. Not Diddy. Diddy.
Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about Diddy anymore, y'all.
Yeah, it's Diddy.
And then I didn't understand what they were saying until they said granddaddy. And I was like, oh, grandfather. Grandfather.
Well, yeah, I call him.
I thought you were saying
Grandpa.
deity. Deity. Like, what
No,
is this church?
it means
What's going
dad.
on?
That almost sounds like almost sounds like what they're saying. But go around to the other ones. Let Robbie hear what everybody thought about.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Anybody
Robbie, I'm
jump
in
in.
agreement with you though, bro. Mr. Terrific was primo, dude.
I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific.
I-
And
yeah.
somebody
I'm
commented on my
goddamn
shit.
Mr. Terrific.
So I'll tell you this: my favorite character in the entire movie is Mr. Terrific, right?
Yes.
And somebody
We all agree.
commented, all I could think of was Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, holy shit, you're right. Like, that was like a
Yeah.
legit version of that character. It was great. It was great. I love him. That was good.
T-sphere.
Oh God, that's all I can think of now.
Circles.
I love the movie.
Circles are flat. Spheres are in 3 dimensions.
3 dimensions.
I'm going to be honest with you, woman. I'm going to be honest with you right now. I don't deal with emotions.
Joey finally got that piece of
And then
it.
she just kept talking.
So I
And he
almost
just
broke
like-
up with him, and he's like, girl, I just told you I don't deal with emotions.
Chill. I loved Mr. Terrific's fight scene with all the
Yeah.
like Earth Protectors or whatever they were called, Earth Watchers, whatever,
Yeah, Planet Force or something like that.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
They made him look like a badass.
yeah, because he is a
Oh,
badass.
good.
He does
Yeah.
a lot of technology, but at the same time, he trains because look at what he's surrounded by all the time. He is surrounded by just crazy amounts of fighting. Did you see the two, like the kaiju they had to fight, and then also the maybe Mr. Pit?
That was either Mitsopitalik or Batmite.
Yeah,
It's Mixus-Pitalik. Come on, y'all.
Whatever, man.
Mr. Mitsopitalik.
They say it like 8 different times. It's like Tinian and Tynan.
No, it's not. It's Tynan, and it's Mixus-Pitalik. Okay, there you go.
Cool.
There's a correct way to say words, Jay. Come on.
Oh, Robbie's giving me the correct way to say words, huh?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I have no card in this fight.
So
Nope and Ed.
what did Mr. Nope think about the movie?
I thought it was good. You know, as far as like
Uh-oh.
kind of goes in line with, say, Christopher Reeve's movies and animated Superman. You know, it very much will felt like a live action animated Superman.
Word. Okay.
So
All right. What about you, Goldberg? What did you think?
It took me 2 watches to like it, but in the end, I love it.
Okay, so
first
you
time I
pulled a
watched it, it
Burno.
was-
You watched it twice.
Yeah, the
Hey,
first time
we
I watched
watched
it,
it
it was
twice.
too much. It was just too much, and I couldn't process everything that was happening. So I think I was trying too hard. So the second watch, I loved it. It's
Okay.
a great movie. And
All right.
I
All
would
right.
like to say I'm Team Guy Gardner. He stole every scene he was in.
So
Yeah.
you know
Every
about his
scene.
hypno glasses,
Yeah.
Golly.
right?
I like
Yeah.
the line at the end of the movie. So how long those two been going at it?
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I say about 3 months.
Yeah.
That is one thing that I didn't actually really like. Kind of like, is a weird way where they made Jimmy kind of like this ladies man, and they didn't give him his bright red hair, which was I can look over, but
In a movie where a dude can fly, Jimmy being that much of a pimp was the most unbelievable part for me.
yeah, like
Well,
I
the
just
most
cannot
unbelievable
believe-
part to me was that they were running a successful newspaper.
Yes, that's what I said during the movie. I was like, the most unbelievable part of this film is somebody is sitting there reading a newspaper. Because Hot Girl was. She was sitting there reading the newspaper, and I was like, yes, she'd be on a tablet. That's what would be believable.
That was the other annoying thing, was her freaking the squalling or whatever sound she made.
That was my only issue with Hot Girl.
That didn't bother me.
Everybody was, well, you know, it's to me, it's because everybody was like, every time Wonder Woman shows up, they play her theme. Every time Hot Girl was fighting, she would do that screech. And I was like, bro, one time with that would have been fine.
So I asked the internet about that, right?
Oh.
And you know what the internet told me? They were like, she does that in the comics. I'm like, you guys realize Hawk Girl is not Black Canary, right?
Yeah.
Like that felt to me like Black Canary. So
yeah.
I've read a lot of Hawk Girl comics. I don't remember seeing Screech every time she flies or every time she fights. Maybe like once.
That's going to be annoying when they bring Hawkman in and Hawk Girl and they're together, and then all of a sudden it's like the goats and Thor Love and Blunder. Like it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be stupid. What about you, Cian? Seeing the Oracle, Cian down there. What do you think about Superman?
Oh, Superman was phenomenal. He literally was.
Well, we're not talking about the Christopher Reeve film by Richard Donner. We're talking about the new one.
Oh, are we? Oh, okay.
God.
Sorry. I'm 42, so I'm old. I forget things.
42? Bro,
Yeah.
you're young, man. What the hell's wrong with you? I'm 44. I'm so much older than you, man. So much more experience in my life.
Yeah, you know what? The hairline says that I'm older than you, dude.
Oh, he just Friar tucked himself.
You're right about that. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
But no, really, it was phenomenal. I came into it with super high expectations just because I was so pumped from all the trailers, and the fact that it was actually able to exceed those expectations for me personally, couldn't have asked for more. I was a little worried that it might get a little muffled with, like Jay said earlier, they made a big deal out of all the castings, and yet really, even though they did all that, there weren't that many people that you had to keep up with. And I felt that Nicholas Hoult did an extremely good job of making you feel empathy for Luthor and what he was doing. And I thought that was something. I felt
no empathy for him when he made that line about Crypto. I was like, nope, I hate him. I'm done. I hope he gets trashed. And he does. And I love that it was Crypto that did it. Did you see the side of his head? Oh my God, it was just like blood. Like, go Crypto.
It was Crypto.
All right, well, fair enough, Cian. Jay, by the way, I don't know if you want to have this asshat back on your channel after what he said tonight. So I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, I'm just kidding, Sean. Just so you know. All right. So here's what I thought about the movie. I thought it was pretty fucking good. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Can I say it was good? All right. Yeah. So like I liked it. I really liked the film. So when I first started watching it, at first I was like, this isn't quite working for me right now, right? But then it started really working for me pretty quickly, right? Crypto was a star, 100%. I loved Crypto. I think Mr. Terrific is one of the best parts of the movie. I loved every line of dialogue. I loved his attitude. I loved everything about him. Guy Gardner was great. David Cornsweet was absolutely fantastic as Superman. It was so good. Like, my favorite bit about his performance is when he looks at Crypto and goes, dude. Like, that's like my favorite thing, right? Yeah. And with Mr. Terrific, I love when he's like, you brought the dog, man.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
I want him to kill my parents' cows.
So I really liked the movie. I thought it was good. And what's her name that played Lois? What's her name?
Rachel Brosnahan.
She's amazing. And the chemistry between her and David Cornsweet is spectacular, right? I loved it. I thought it was great. I liked the action. I liked the approach. Overall, I really liked this movie. But what did I not like about this movie? I'll tell you what I didn't like about the movie. Number one was the score. I thought the score was a little bit weak. I think that they didn't lean into the John Williams stuff as much as they should have. I think that John Ottman did a way better job in Superman Returns with taking the old school score and theme and making it new and fresh. I felt like that was a little lackluster. I also thought some of the CG looked a little wonky. There was a lot of CG, so some of it's not going to work, I guess. But like there was some CG moments where I was like, this isn't quite working for me, right? But not to be too harsh on the film, right? The other thing is my favorite character in DC Comics, in the whole DC universe, right, is Aquaman. My second favorite character is Lex Luthor, right? It's pronounced Lex Luthor, not Lex Luthor, Otis. Your name is Otis down there, right? All right, so
Hi, Mr. Luthor.
So I love Nicholas Hoult, right? And by the way, do you know who the highest paid actor in this film is?
Wasn't it Holt?
It's Holt, $2 million, right?
Well, I mean, look at everything else he's done. He was Beast. He was in Skins. He's been in that zombie movie.
Yeah, let's talk about movies that are relevant, though, right? So he's in The Menu, and he's in he's in
I wasn't there yet, but okay.
He's in the Mad Max movie or whatever. I'm just joking, okay? Anyway, no, I love Nicholas Hoult. I think Nicholas Hoult, first of all, hottest actor in the entire cast, right? Nicholas Hoult is like super sexy, very hot. I love him. He looks good with a bald head. I'll tell you that.
He's
but like to me, I'm like I love Lex Luthor, right? But what I love is the post-crisis Lex Luthor, like corporate businessman Lex Luthor, right? And every time we get Lex Luthor in a movie, except for one time, it's mostly like he's a mad scientist, right? But that's what Luthor has been for the majority of the life of that character, right?
Right.
So I get that. Like, and excuse me, it was a very Silver Age movie. I know a lot of people have said that, but it feels like that. And what I mean by that is it feels like it's a Grant Morrison script, right? Where there's crazy shit that happens that's not explained, but it doesn't need to be explained because this is just the world of Superman. One of my favorite moments is when he goes, "Oh, that's just an imp from the fifth dimension. They got this.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that. You know, they got that. It's fine." Another of my favorite moments is the kaiju fight, where Superman is so disappointed at how everybody else takes care of it. So it separates him from the rest of the DC Universe heroes, right? I love that. I think David Corenswet was amazing. I think he might be my favorite Superman. Like, I felt like from the beginning, that dude was Superman. And when he got cast, all I knew of his work was Pearl, right? He's the projectionist in Pearl.
Right.
And I could tell from that voice and the way he was speaking that, like, he's going to do a Superman. He's going to do Superman justice. And I loved him as Superman. I loved Lois. I loved Jimmy. I loved everybody. This movie is exceptionally cast. There's not a miscast person. But with Luthor, my thing is this. To me, Luthor needs to be more cold, calculated, and collected. And this Luthor was like way out of balance, angry. Like, there was something about Luthor that threw me off in this movie. And maybe it's because the thing I was looking forward to the most in this entire film was Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, right? Lex is my second favorite DC character, period. I love this character, and I just feel like he wasn't quite there. But at the same time, I can see how in the rest of the DCU going forward, the James Gunn, Peter Safran DCU, he will be the Luthor I know, right?
Like this is early Luthor, and he's evolving into that Luthor.
That's what I think, right? At least, first of all, at least Nicholas Hoult shaved his head. That's cool.
Rather than the bald cap that we've seen on some people.
Or refusing to shave your hair like with like Gene Hackman. You know, like everybody talks about who's the best Lex Luthor on screen on the big screen. We're not talking about Michael Rosenbaum, right?
Okay.
Because he was the only good thing about that shitty ass show called Smallville. I don't know if you guys have heard about that show, but Michael Rosenbaum's like the only good part of it. But anyway,
I'm gonna fight him. That's your friend, right? I'm gonna fight your friend.
So anyway, you do not want to fight me in 2025, trust me. Anyway, so I mean, you probably could. You probably would. It's okay.
Emotional damage.
I'm just trying to play a character right now, at the same time being very authentic. So Lex Luthor disappointed me just a little bit, right? Like I love the moment where he's talking about envy. Yeah, I'm envious and this, but I feel like, I mean, y'all have read Lex Luthor comics and shit, like, right? Like, wasn't he a little like too emotional and not quite?
I feel he like they said before, he had spent the last 3 years studying everything about, like Joey brought up, he spent 3 years studying everything about Superman, and this was his shining moment where he had over 2,500 moves. Something like that. Like he had strategically set up every little thing, and then had spent the time cloning somebody, had spent the time setting up the robots that he needed to, so that way he could do every single move. And then he had this whole command center. Of like being able to call out these moves to show off, like, look what I have figured out. I am the chess mastermind, and look, I can even get into your thing and figure things out. I am so smart. And it's just like 3 years of just work finally coming to a head, and he's like, he sees the finish line. He's right there. He's emotional that he's finally going to get him and take him out, and then everything falls apart.
Right, but see, but I could see, I want all that, but there was part of me that wanted him to be a little more Clancy Brown in his performance.
The best Lex Luthor performance of all time, Clancy Brown.
I definitely get what you're saying, Robbie. I definitely get. What
I liked him. I loved him. First of all, Nicholas Hoult is sexy as shit, right? Like I would like take that dude out to a movie and buy him drinks all night long. Like that's the kind of, like, I love Nicholas Hoult, but I was slightly disappointed in that, but just slightly, the tiniest little bit, right? Yeah. I just felt like he was too emotional, too reactionary for Lex Luthor. But at the same time, I do feel like this is an origin story of sorts for Lex, right? Mm-hmm. I love his methodical nature. I love how well he thought everything out. I love that. But at the same time, I hate that he's playing Bizarro. Like it's Bizarro. I hate that he's playing Bizarro like it's a Street Fighter game, right? Like that's something that kind of slightly annoying. He's totally Bizarro, by the way, because he's a clone of Superman. So there's two origins of Bizarro. One of them is he's an entity from Bizarro World, which is a parallel universe or another world or something like that. The other origin is the post-crisis origin by John Byrne, where he's a clone of Superman, right? They're doing both because he's a clone of Superman, and where does he get shunted off to, right? He doesn't get killed. He gets put through a black hole. He's going to wind up in Bizarro World.
See, I thought it was just a dumb version of Connor.
Yeah, but Connor Kent is a mixture of Lex and Superman's DNA.
Yeah, but that's the reason that they had to put Lex's DNA into it, is because they couldn't completely do a complete copy of.
Yeah, but he didn't have the badass haircut or the badass jacket like Connor.
Okay, you know what?
So, and we're saving that, right?
Well, or it could just be a throwaway clone. We've seen
Bizarro. It's Bizarro, right?
Not yet. It's not Bizarro yet.
It was Anakin Skywalker. Both crazy.
Anyway, so like, I'm nitpicking about my problems. Lex Luthor, I thought could have been better. The score, I thought could have been a lot better, right? The CG, I thought was too obvious, right? Outside of that, though, I thought the movie was brilliant. I loved the movie. I loved it 100%. Like, I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. I had so much fun with it. I think David Cornsweat's amazing. I think what's her name again? Rachel something?
Brosnahan.
She was amazing as Lois. And it's
Sort of a comment or
you can
something.
have a good Clark, you can have a good Lois, but if they don't work together, then it doesn't really work, right? And this has been the best. I think this has been the best Lois Clark dynamic we've had in film ever.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so too, yeah.
Yep.
I loved it. I thought she was great. I thought he was great. I love Mr. Terrific. Guy Gardner was great. I don't understand why Hot Girl was screaming all the fucking time. I love when Sean Gunn shows up as Max Lord and he's like, we can all agree on it finally. Lex Luthor's a piece of shit or whatever. Right? That was great. I really liked the movie. I thought it was super solid. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was one of the best Superman movies. I thought it is the best Superman movie I've ever seen in the theater, right? And I'm a dude who's a big fan of Superman Returns, right? I'm a huge fan of that movie. I still say my favorite live action major movie, not the small screen. We're not counting about Lois and Clark or Smallville or anything like that. But my favorite Luthor on the big screen is still Kevin Spacey, as much as I hate to say that. I love him in Superman Returns. I love Superman Returns. But Superman was a solid movie that I think has a lot of promise, and I'm really excited for the DCU going forward. It felt very much like a comic book. I loved all the auxiliary characters. It felt like, I know a lot of us were really worried. Maybe there are too many characters in this movie, right? Yeah. But that's not at all. But here's one thing I will say about the special effects. This is the best I've ever seen Green Lantern's energy work on screen. Yep. It looked like, it didn't look like a CG thing like in the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie. It felt like 3-dimensional. And it felt, I don't know, it looked and felt like Jell-O, if that makes sense. Like there was something about it that really worked for me, man. So I like that. I thought overall, I thought it was a great movie, man. I thought it was really good. So I'll just say this. You know, I like to rate films out of 5 possible digs. Mm-hmm. I would give this, at first I gave it a 4.69. But having thought about it, I will give this a super solid 4 out of 5 with room to grow. Okay. Like, I think it's amazing. I think it's really good. I don't know if it's the best Superman movie we've ever gotten, but it's definitely
high up there.
The best DC movie we've gotten in the last 30, 40 years or something like that. Like, I think it's the best DC movie since, oh shit, I forgot about the Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah.
It's the best movie we've gotten from DC since Christopher Nolan stopped making them. That's what I'll say. I loved it. I thought it was good.
So I have a quick little question. So you said you weren't the biggest fan of the score, but the score versus the soundtrack, like the actual music we got from like artists and stuff like that. Did you enjoy those parts?
Oh, first of all, so like James Gunn is known for using utilizing songs in a soundtrack, right? Like Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Those like all 3 of those soundtracks are amazing. 2 is the best, in my opinion.
Okay, we can all agree. Yes, yes.
But in this movie, like, he didn't really do that, and I'm glad he didn't. I saw one person really upset that James Gunn relied more on a typical movie score than he did a soundtrack. And I'm like, you're ridiculous. You're out of your fucking mind. Like, Superman doesn't need to just be like kitschy fucking songs from the 80s and the 90s, right? Mm-hmm. Like, there needs to be more to it. I don't think that thematically the oh shit, I don't remember who did the song. I know it was oh my god, why can I not think of his name? The guy from the Strokes, or not the Strokes, but the Stooges. Iggy Pop. They did the Iggy Pop song, you know, I'm a punk rocker and all that shit. Like, that doesn't make sense thematically, but it does make sense because Clark really thinks he's a punk rocker because he loves Sum 41. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that bit. Like I love punk rock. I love the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. And then like everybody else is like, bro, that's not punk rock. And it shows me. I love how James Gunn recognizes that Superman's slightly out of touch, right? So I appreciate that. So there's not so much of a soundtrack for me. Like it's in there a little bit, but the score, it's very important to me, the music in a film. And I feel like it was a little bit lackluster. It wasn't bad. Like it was good. I would still give this a 4 out of 5, if not a 4.5. I think there's room to grow. I think the more I watch this movie, the more I'm going to love it. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the score just was a little bit hindered because they were like trying to do the John Williams thing, but not fully diving in. Like if you want to do it, then bruh, like do it. Like dive into that. Play with those notes. Play with those themes. Play with those arpeggios, if you will, and just like those scales, and just like run with it. But I felt like they were always trying to run away from it until they were using it, and they used it not enough, right? Like, so I don't know.
Like I was a big fan. I enjoyed the soundtrack. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed like the songs that they chose and played. But I can kind of see what you mean on the score. They should have leaned harder a little more on making it more fresh on their take of the classic music that was on there, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I like there's more potential that wasn't fully realized, but I think it was a great film, and honestly, I think it's better than Iron Man, which was the kickoff of the MCU. So I think it's better than Iron Man because it has a better third act. Here's another thing I thought was stupid as shit, though.
Okay.
All the Proton River shit, we spent way too long in there. Too much CG made it look like a video game. That was like the part that really started pulling me out of the movie. I'm like, this is supposed to be the most dangerous thing, but all these characters are just swimming in it for 20 fucking minutes, and it's fine. Like,
well, the thing that was supposed to make it dangerous was if that when that like met up with other particles that were in there to make the black hole even bigger. That's what was making that supposedly dangerous.
Nah, that's
why they were like, oh, don't, Superman's like invincible from it. But if you saw the guys that did fall into it, they were gone. They got in there. That was it. But Superman was fine.
Here's what I'll say about that ending song. Both times, all I heard was Peter Dinklage singing about space pants.
Oh my god!
That's all I heard. Space pants. That's all I heard when that song was playing. Like beautiful ending scene though. Beautiful ending scene. We start when he gets hurt with him playing his parents' message, which we find out later, or we find out then, the other half of this message was damaged on the way to Earth. So Clark has never heard the end of his parents' message. Well, at the end, we're skipping around with the spoilers here, folks.
Yeah.
At the end, when one of the Superman robots says,
Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, it's Gary.
Alan Tudyk.
I thought his name was 4.
It was 4, but he calls him Gary.
So is Gary.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, Gary.
Yeah. I put on images of your time with your parents, and then
it soothes him. And it's like Ma and Pa Kent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's awesome. See here, I have a conspiracy. About that because engineer, remember, she's the one that pulled all that information, right? She could have doctored it, but not in a way that everybody's saying like, oh no, it's not fake. Yeah, she could have changed the hologram to say whatever she wanted to say.
I was very surprised they didn't reveal that. I was very surprised they didn't reveal that the message translation was faked. Right?
Exactly. Like they're like, oh, that's real footage. Okay, it could be real footage. However, it's in Kryptonian, and she could have changed their words very easily before she released it to Lex. Because even Lex at some point was like, oh yeah, his parents gave me the information we needed. And I was like, I think the engineer is hiding that she, used her amazing nanite blood to change everything. And that was something else that bothered me. That was her blood that she was using to choke out.
Let me back up just a minute so I can let the folks out there want to know what you're talking about. So this damaged message, we don't get the second half of it until Lex had sent the engineer while Superman was fighting the Hammer of Baravia. Finds the fortress. Well, the fortress sinks into the ground. Lex is like, "Don't worry about it." They end up going to the fortress, and the fortress rises and unlocks. Now, that already spoiled the fact that Ultraman was a clone for me. Like, the minute I saw that
As
already
soon as
spoiled.
that moment happened, Jay, I was like, it's Bizarro. 100%. Yeah.
I thought it was Connor.
Well, it wasn't. Some people thought it was Henry Cavill. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, spoilers, folks. It wasn't Henry Cavill. So the engineer goes to extract the message, and come to find out, she says she can recover it. The rest of the message gets played after the kaiju fight, and it's basically, we're sending you to Earth because they're weak, they're dumb. You can start a harem and freaking spread your Kryptonian seed everywhere.
Take over Earth,
Yeah.
but politely.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, I don't think that's what the other half of the message actually says.
But when you find out that the president of Baravia is in league with Lex, and Lex has all these portals.
Because he created a pocket dimension.
He created a pocket dimension. He has all these portals to get into it. You have one at the president of Baravia's office, and he walks through. He's like, "Lex, we did it." And he goes, "Great job faking that message." And Lex goes, "It wasn't fake."
His parents, we went there to find something. His parents gave it to us. And I'm like, did it? Did they? I'm just saying.
Well, even Mr. Terrific confirmed that it couldn't have been fake.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because the footage that they were given, I'm not saying that it was fake footage. I'm saying that between the engineer pulling it off and then giving it to Lex, she could have modified it, not faked it. Not faked it. She could have modified it.
You know, at first I was angry that they went there. It made you think that the House of El was tyrannical. But actually, after watching it a couple more times, I kind of dig it, because it actually made that speech that he had with Pa Kent mean more.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the only reason that leads me to believe it's real.
I agree. Yeah. The other thing is, if we remember the Richard Donner films, and I don't remember if this was like in the original one or his cut of the second one, but like Jor-El tells them they're a simple people. Like, and that's part of like, at least I know of the John Byrne origin from Man of Steel, right? Where they're like, we're sending you to a place where you could rule, right? Like that's always kind of been part of it. But what I liked about it was it's setting Superman up. We're kicking this story off 3 years into his career, but there are three big moments that I think this movie wants to cover. Number one, his first loss. Number two, the first time he really questions who he is and his mission. And number three, the most important thing, the moment that he and Lois tell each other that they love each other. That's the most important thing to me about this movie, is that this is the point in Superman's life where him and Lois acknowledge their love for each other. And I thought that was so well done.
They've only been going out for 3 months. That's insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I can't say much about me.
The other small thing that I like that they did too was that they are already connecting big screen to TV when they had Peacemaker.
Yeah.
So even if it was just a few seconds, the fact that they're acknowledging already, outside of the fact that the trailer for Peacemaker did it, but on screen they're at least showing you, it's like, okay, this is going to be connected. Yep. And I think that's a good thing.
Tried to do with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It didn't quite work out, but I feel like it's going to work out better in this universe.
Yeah.
And Jena,
Marvel never wanted Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to be legit, right? Yeah. That's why they never acknowledged it in the movies that Coulson survived in any kind of form or fashion, right? So,
what was that, Ed?
I said, to what you said about them saying they're confirming their love for each other when it's only been 3 months. They'd only been dating 3 months, but they'd known each other a lot longer. So they could have already have formed a very good friendship, working relationship. And then when you go take that to the next level, I could see how that could happen.
I tell you what, I'm dating Superman. If I'm dating Superman for 3 weeks, I'm telling him I love him. There you go.
Dude, you already married Lex Luthor. You can't have everybody.
Ooh. Robbie's the one creating a harem over here.
Yeah.
That is my mission. Anyway, I love the film. I thought it was good. I really liked it, and I'm very excited to see more from this universe. Have y'all talked about the other character that shows up at the end yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Like I said, we were
just
up
starting.
to the fortress.
we can definitely skip to that part because I have not issues with it, but I have to say
Light issues with it.
There's light issues. It's timeline wise though.
Yeah.
Like it's not anything really bad. So there's 2 end credit scenes in this thing, folks. One of them is like 4 seconds long. Okay, 4 or 5 seconds long. It's cute. It's adorable. The second one is
funny.
It's funny. It's some banter, but neither one of these like forward. Push the narrative forward, right? Like you don't have to. Like you should stay and watch them because they're good. But there's nothing like world changing in them. They did the coolest thing, and that was Supergirl shows up at the end, not an end credit scene
in the movie,
but in the movie near the end. And for me, reading Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, I knew Krypto was her dog.
Yeah.
So she comes to pick up Krypto. She's drunk. She's in the trench coat.
Where's my dog?
Like, I know that's upset a lot of people because they're like, oh, we're getting a drunk, lush Supergirl. It's like, look, the movie, even though they've shortened it to just Supergirl now, the movie started out as Supergirl, the Woman of Tomorrow. If you don't understand why she's kind of drunk, you need to read that because they explain to it. It's her birthday. She goes to a universe that has red suns because of the Earth's yellow sun.
They can't get drunk.
They can't get drunk because their metabolism is
too fast,
so they can't get drunk. So they travel to awesome, Johnny. Great to hear,
nice.
Man. So they travel to a place with a red sun, and she's celebrating her birthday. She gets drunk in a bar.
Yeah.
So my issue was that in the book, Krypto's already with her.
Yeah.
So she doesn't leave Krypto with Clark until a certain part of the book. So the timeline was a little weird to me, but again, they don't have to follow it 100% to a T with the comic. But I will say this. I think Millie looked great. I think she sounded great. I do like the thing at the end of it. She calls Clark a bitch.
Oh yeah.
She's like, "Thanks for watching my dog, bitch."
And just like,
and that upset some people. I'm like, y'all. Do you know how me and my cousins talk to each other?
Oh my god!
Do you know how me and Sean talk to each other? You know how all of us on this screen right now have talked to each other?
I'm the only for 6 kids, and all of us, like, that's our nickname. My best friend on the planet. That's our nickname for it. We call each other bitch in 17 different languages.
Yeah.
Okay, that is what some families do.
So again, read Woman of Tomorrow if you have not read it yet. One of the best. I said it before. One of the best Supergirl stories I've ever read. I know Tom King. Tom King is kind of polarizing with some folks when it comes to his comics. I think he did a phenomenal job on Woman of Tomorrow. And if that movie is anything close to that book, I think that movie is going to be great. And again, I like the fact
you said that movie's going to bank.
Yeah, that movie is going to make bank.
Yes.
But I love the fact that instead of saving that for an end credit scene or something, it's actually at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I really dug that.
Yeah.
Not that it matters, and it's just to play devil's advocate, but just to throw a little dart at what Supergirl did when she got back to Earth. Wouldn't she be sober?
She's working on it. She was just
saying.
drunk.
But I'm just saying, since
got
she got back to the yellow
drunk.
sun.
You have to remember though, it depends on her level of exposure to the sun.
Yeah.
Because even think about it at the beginning when they basically focused the sun on Superman's body, he didn't completely heal right then either.
Yeah, they said he was only up to, what was
83.
it, 84%.
So, yeah, it literally
So
probably would depend on what her exposure was.
Also, when he's in the Pocket Universe, it took a minute for him to heal himself, and the guy had to create a little, like, mini sun, and he wasn't even fully there yet. So she had gotten so drunk that flying back and then getting into the little bit of yellow sun that she did, she wasn't fully sober yet.
She's in a ship too.
Oh, that's right. She was in a
She
ship.
she doesn't just fly.
But they don't show that in the film, so nobody else. Like I get.
Yeah, I didn't know she was in a ship.
Yeah,
I
she's
didn't
in
know
a
she
ship.
was in a ship.
So that's probably some of it.
Could you
I
get a
like the
ticket for drunk
Supergirl bit.
flying?
I like the Supergirl bit. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. So
Yeah.
I like
Also-
the movie overall. I gotta dip out.
Yeah.
But thank you for letting me come in and crash your stream and talk a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
shit.
Hell yeah.
But,
I will say this, Robbie, it was nice to finally, meet
Face to face.
face to
Yeah,
face.
J&J, it was nice to like be here. Goldberg, I'm sorry that you lost tonight, but like I appreciate you.
Robbie, you're next.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Bro, you're so done, man. You're not doing it anymore. Mr. Nope, it's great to see you. And Paul Heyman, man, I'm a big fan, and I really appreciate you. So,
Yeah, put respect on my
Do
name.
you
otherwise
still
I
got
will-
your belt, Robbie? I still got mine.
Oh.
I'm gonna say, don't
Nice,
make Jay go get his.
Oh my god.
no, I lost my belt to a 13-year-old, but it's okay. That's what happens. But I love you guys. Great show. Keep it going, Jay. You know I love you.
Love you too, boss.
I'm gonna miss you on Monday, man. It's my first Dynamite show
Dude,
that I'm not gonna be there for.
I'm so excited for you, though, man. I'm so excited for you. I hope you have an awesome time.
What did
I
miss?
hope too, but like I don't think Seth Rollins gonna be there, man. So
Oh,
you're
going
actually
to Raw.
you meant you're actually gonna be there in person for Raw Monday. Oh shit.
oh yeah,
Yes.
it's in Birmingham,
What a badass
Alabama.
time, man.
So I'm gonna be there. It's my first Raw.
Yes.
I'm very, very
The
excited.
Please
one
have a
time
badass-
I got to go to Raw was when Stone Cold drove the Zamboni.
Oh.
I loved it.
Yes. No, have a good time, bro.
Yeah.
I know. I just feel like I'm not gonna get a good like Seth Rollins pop, and I'm not gonna get to yeet or whatever. But when we'll see what happens. You never know what's gonna happen, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, brother.
All right. Love you
take care.
guys.
We'll see you next time. Love you, man.
Station pop pop boom. And if you're not down with PCPX, I got 2 words for you. Suck a fucking dick.
Later, brother.
I think that was more than.
It was.
Okay.
That's a bit Robbie does. I love Robbie, man. It's always awesome that when he's able to join.
Finally.
Heel Robbie's even more fun.
Oh,
Heel Robbie is great.
Heal the world, man. He's still good old Robbie to me.
But he did bring up some good points. Like, when it comes to the score versus the soundtrack, I can kind of see where he was going with that. With like maybe the score could have like leaned a little further into like coming of its own. But I think they did a really good job like mixing in the soundtrack to it. No, that's just me though. What are you looking for?
I didn't have a problem with the music at all. I enjoyed it.
I know that you and I talked, and it was the cinematography that.
Oh, the cinematography just blew my mind.
Yes,
The
it was a 10 out
gorgeous
of 10.
colors and the crispness, and
Mhm.
it just set a mood right at the beginning to make you not want to be grungy. It just, the colors were great.
Holy snap! It's only Saturday.
210 million worldwide so far.
I told you, Jay, it's gonna break the Big B.
I don't think it's gonna break the Big B
I don't know.
opening weekend.
Big
Not
B,
opening
it's
weekend, I don't
happening.
think.
Well, no, not opening weekend. No.
I don't know. Like I'm so glad that so many people love it is my main thing.
We've seen it twice.
I'm so glad so many people love it. And again, for those out there that think that this is just like a Gunblazer channel, it's not. I love Man of Steel as well. I love the Snyderverse stuff. This doesn't replace any of that stuff for me. This is just something for me to add as a DC fan, as a live action DC or comic book movie fan. This is just something else for me to add to that collection. I mean, that's cool that it passed Man of Steel, but again, I just want people to love the movie. Like,
because if people love the movie, we'll get more.
there is, but it's also, I spent so much time when it came to Man of Steel having people tell me, well, if you like that, you're not a real Superman fan.
Like, you spent
So-
more time defending it than.
I do, because it's not Superman for everybody. For me, it's a very dope version of the character. I enjoy
It's
it.
more of on the adult side and
Yeah.
like the darker side of Superman. And this is on the lighter side.
Yeah.
And I've told everybody this for years. There is kids versions, adult versions, and then indie versions of each of our favorite characters. We're just going to have to see which version that they're going to put on the screen.
You can like more than one thing, folks. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You can like Superman Returns and Brandon Routh because I do.
I do too.
Yeah.
You can like the TV stuff. Like, again, though, I'm the worst person when it comes to this because there's not a version of Superman I don't like. And David is added into that pile of Superman. He really
The funny
is.
thing is, you might be one of the few people, though, bro, where when you're a fan of a character, you still like everything. Because there are people who are like diehards of characters that there's even still versions of them where like, I wasn't really. Jenna, has there ever been a Spider-Man that you're just kind of with? Because like that's kind of one of your big ones, right? Is Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's one of my big ones that I've seen pretty much everything, including the knockoff India version of Spider-Man. And for me, it's a little weird. Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire, that one I was iffy on, but I still sit down and watch it. I still watch it when I do my Spider-Man like marathon because it's Spider-Man. And I will also watch all 3 of the Carnage movies because Carnage comes from Venom, which comes from Spider-Man. Like, and so it's kind of, for me, it's kind of hard to, it's not in the same realm as how Jay is. I am a huge, huge Spider-Man fan. I could probably, but I'm more of the comic book Spider-Man and more of the like, even
What would
ultimately.
be-
Have you ever watched any of the Hammond Spider-Mans?
The old TV show, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
You like those?
I like them all.
So did I.
Okay.
What you
I
say?
like them all.
Have you watched Italian Spider-Man?
Is that,
That's where that meme of that guy going.
yeah.
That's where that comes from. Is Italian Spider-Man? It's on YouTube.
There's also Japanese Spider-Man, which is hilarious because he like it has kaiju and crap in it. It's awesome.
Nice.
And they give him a mech suit at one point. Yeah.
But the best Spider-Man's always going to be Electric Company Spider-Man because that was my first one. That was my first one.
I know. It's crazy. And do you know how I became a fan of Spider-Man?
Tell your origin story.
Not
No,
again. We've heard the origin story.
No,
so
nobody
many
actually
times.
knows my Spider-Man story.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, wow. So the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie came out. And
yes.
when it did, it was kind of a hard time in my life. And I, by nefarious means, got just dropped off at a movie theater. And I watched it over and over and over again. Because that movie theater was open for like 12 hours. And it was like $3 per movie. And I got dropped off there. And I was there like an hour before they opened till about 2 or 3 hours after they closed. And I just sat there in that theater watching the first Spider-Man Tobey Maguire movie over and over and over and over and over again. And I memorized it in that one day. And then I was like, I need to find the comics because I know it's a comic. And then that was that. Because at that point, the only comics I'd really read was my first comic. And I had read that over and over and over
Wildcats.
again. Wildcats issue number 2.
Jim Lee's Wildcats.
Yep. It was my first comic. And then when I became a teenager and I got to meet my real dad, he actually had all of the original, like, Thor number 1, Thor number 2. And so I got to read all of those. He still has that collection for me.
Didn't he have Guardians too?
Yeah, he had all the original Guardians too.
Yeah.
So between me and my dad, we have the entire run of Thor and the first run of Guardians. And he's told me once we settle down in a permanent home and buy a home, he'll give it to me. So I guess I have a legacy collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have been reading comics since 1994 or 5.
I've been reading comics before anyone else on this podcast was born. And no, I'm not proud of that. It sucks.
That is a great thing to be proud of. Are you kidding me? Hold on. I can actually probably tell you the exact year.
I've been reading since I was like 4. And I don't remember anything about them. I just know I read them, I enjoy them at the moment, and then all that information is pretty much gone.
Oh, okay. So Wildcats actually started in 92.
So while she's looking that up, since we are still on the spoiler talk, What was one of your favorite moments, or a couple of favorite moments if you got them from the movie?
I think we've already quoted it like 5 times. I don't
Which
need
one?
your help. I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific.
Okay,
I don't need your goddamn help. I'm Mr. Terrific.
action scene wise.
My
Oh.
favorite
Let's do
scene, you're
that.
gonna laugh at me, is when he saved the squirrel because I'm like, that's what Superman does.
Yeah, that was funny to me.
That was my
I
favorite.
really liked.
That-
I've never seen him do this before, where he dug underground and just like popped out like a daisy.
He looked like Bugs Bunny. That's what it reminded me
Yes!
of, was Bugs Bunny going through the desert. Where's Albuquerque?
You know, in the
Yeah,
cartoon,
there's that. There's when he has the kaiju like right in front of the office building. He blows the flame inside. And he turns around and goes, "Anybody hurt? Everybody okay?"
Johnny,
Then they all-
I said something similar earlier. Didn't I say that? I was like, oh, I wonder if that's actually Zod instead of
yes.
Jor-El.
Go ahead,
That
Sean.
was-
Sorry.
But that was one thing, because there were a lot of very Superman things that he did. That was one of them. The squirrel thing, saving the woman. Jay's already brought this up. It was probably going to be one of his. When he holds the building up just long enough for the car to get out, and she looks back in the mirror, and he comes up. That is one of that's an iconic scene.
I love that scene so much. Okay,
But
we're gonna switch.
favorite one though, Crypto coming out of the elevator and destroying Luthor.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
I don't think he was in the elevator. I think
I
just
loved every minute of that, or wherever
well,
Crypto
that was
came.
his comeuppance, honestly.
Yeah, Crypto gave him the comeuppance, and it was
Well,
brilliant.
he was like, "How do you keep a super dog busy? Give him super squirrels." And then he was like, "And then we're gonna dissect him." And I was like, "Oh no!" And so
Yeah. Well,
Crypto got his revenge.
Crypto's awesome. Get the toy.
Yes.
Get the toy. That was
Get the
awesome.
Yeah.
toy.
Uh-huh. Here's what I'm going to say. Crypto is not as dumb as he kind of plays out. I think that dog is kind of like our Ham Puppo, where Ham Puppo makes you think he's kind of silly, and then you're like, no, he's super smart.
He's too smart. He's too smart.
I
Because
bet
the
you
entire
Crypto
time I was
heard
thinking of
him.
my dog at home, I was like, you playing. Ed, you got what you wanted. He's in the small seat now.
You win. I give you your star.
Yay! that was something he said beforehand, because that's a smaller rocking chair over here. And he was like, if you get Jay in that chair.
Oh, no, say it the right way. I said you you have an assignment.
Oh yeah, here's your assignment. Get Jay in the small chair.
Oh, dude, I was already planning on sitting over here.
Oh no, I said it's your mission should you choose to accept it. That's what I
yeah,
said.
that's what I said.
This
But it
message
worked.
will self-destruct in 30 seconds.
Yeah. And then
But there you go.
All right.
And then a
Now
helicopter
everybody
came
else
out of her
start
head.
sharing your favorite scenes.
But Joey, dude, I thought that guy was hysterical where he's sitting in there with a bunch of TVs just like eating. I thought it was yogurt. Yogurt
I
or
thought it was
cereal.
yogurt too. Yeah.
And he's just like eating and he's like, "Yup. This is my life in Metropolis. Another kaiju." And I'm like, same. I mean, at that point, they're 3 years into Superman, 300 years in with metahumans, and they're just like, yeah, okay, fight. Yeah, standard. But did you guys see? And I kept, like, both times we were in the theaters and we saw this, and they go over to the Justice Gang, right? And they have the big, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
the Hall of
the Hall of
Justice.
Justice
The
looked
Hall of
awesome.
Justice.
That was right out of the 70s cartoon, man. It took me
Yes.
right back to being a kid.
I looked over at Jay. I said, I didn't have that on my bingo card for the movie.
That was the scene that raised the hair on my arms, is when
You
they
see the
showed the
murals
Hall of
that they
Justice.
painted?
Yeah, the murals. Ooh.
There was Jay Garrick Flash.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Mhm.
Wildcat. There's a couple others. I couldn't because it's kind of quick,
Yeah.
so I didn't get to
Yeah.
I didn't get to see them all. But
Oh my gosh. That's when I got chills. I was like, they're in the Hall of Justice. Oh
No, I gotta have a Legion of Doom Darth Vader head in the swamp. It's
Yes!
gotta happen. It's got to
Yes!
happen.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Doom.
I don't know if y'all have.
we're all gonna say it different because here goes mine. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
That's the one I'm used to. Where you sound like the radio demon, yeah. Tell me else, yeah. I don't know if y'all had a smart ass dog before,
Yeah.
but they off everything up because
F. They F everything up.
because they need a challenge.
Yep.
Ours,
Have you met our dog, Joey?
yeah.
Well,
No, he hasn't. Like our dog, I love our dog so much, but ever since his injury, he's slowed down a bit. But he does still need the challenge. Like when we play fetch, he needs it to bounce because he needs it to watch exactly. He figures out where it's going, so he can like do weird tricks in the air when he tries to catch it. He does this like kick leg thing in the air like a ballerina. It's adorable.
I love how they had him trash the place just like your dog
Yes.
would and eat your sofa while you're gone.
It's like, oh,
Crypto!
and then of course,
Really?
Crypto.
What the hey,
the
dude?
robot being like, we just don't care.
Stop it! That hurts! Stop it! Stop it!
We have the capacity to whether he lives or dies.
Nick Cage as Zod would be crazy.
Be interesting to see.
I don't know if I can handle Nick Cage's Zod.
I am so over Nick Cage. He needs to go away.
You want some
I
Nick
say
Cage?
that because Cage
Well,
is
I
very
mean,
lucky.
it's not fair. He got his moment in the Son of Superman taken away from him, and then the
Thank God.
I still would have
That
loved
would
it.
I
have
would've
been
loved it.
terrible.
Oh, I would have loved
After
it.
what that dude did to Ghost Rider, oh hell no. He's
that was
no
the
Superman.
script. Come
Twice,
off it.
Did it to him.
Uh-uh.
Did it
Twice, by the way.
So, we heard from Ed. We heard from Sean.
Yes, I want to hear no.
Hear from Note. You got some spoilery things you liked?
Yeah, I think the little orb thing in the background, the imp, dimensional imp. You're like, yeah, they got that taken care of, and then you see the little Green Lantern bat, bonk, bonk, bonk. Between that or get the toy, and then when he's like, or Lois said, "Did you find them?" I found them. We got a dog, an alien, a weird baby, and a squiggly man.
Oh shit! Oh snap! That's a flying dog.
Is that a flying dog?
Nope. Wait. Oh, what? No. Stop, man. Those
What?
things are expensive.
No, fine. I like that not once was Batman mentioned. Well, there was a Gotham City mention because it was a highway sign. Yeah.
That is all.
True. I did like some of the street signs because it took me the second time to realize that they had like Jurgens Street for Dan Jurgens. I really liked that.
And they had like Wade and Morrison. They had all of them too.
Yeah.
You got to speak up, Jay. We can't hear you all the way down there.
Everybody else seemed to hear me.
Look, I'm tall.
Did you guys see the Chacos?
Yep.
I don't remember if it was during the kaiju scene or when he's fighting Ultraman, but it shows Chacos, the office building for Chacos cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Martian Manhunter, right?
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter Easter egg.
I liked how they talked about Jitters because Jitters Cafe is usually in Central City.
Yeah.
Used for the Flash in the Flash TV show, and then they not only do they talk about Jitters, but right after that they show a sign for Big Belly Burger.
Oh yeah.
Which is
across the staple across everything.
Right.
Can I do my second favorite scene?
Take care, Lorena. Thanks for being here.
Later, Lorraine.
I got to do my second favorite scene. I got to. It's when the little boy is like crying for the Superman flag to him first to come stop the war, and all of a sudden a green box appears over him.
Yes.
He's like, "Sorry, kid, Soups is busy. You're getting an upgrade." And I'm like, "Yes, that's Guy right there." And then Giant flipping off all the tanks, and they're flying away. I'm like, "That's my boy. That's my boy." I gotta have more guys. More guys. I gotta have more guys.
I really loved Hot Girl's moment where he was like, "Oh, you're gonna do this." She's like, "I'm not like Superman." Drop, and I was like, "Oh, that's my girl."
Speaking of Martian Manhunter, though, did you find that interesting? That line interesting, or did I read too much in when he said, "I'm not a Martian," and he goes, "Same thing."
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
That makes me wonder if they know about him or not.
Yeah,
I think so. Well, I think Superman knows. I don't know. I don't think Lex knows, and that's why he was like Martian, like whatever. And Superman was like, "No, I'm not a Martian."
I would like to tell Ed though that Nathan Fillion has already put out that he is going to drop more F-bombs in Lanterns than he has in his entire career.
I'm so ready.
Guy is going to be in Lanterns.
I'm so
Nice.
ready.
And I hope
Guys
he
in Lan-
causes chaos.
It feels like he's kind of that connecting thread at the moment. It's like he's been in Superman, he's going to be in Peacemaker, at least. Going to be in Lanterns.
Now, is Lanterns going to be a movie or a series?
Series.
What's it going to be
Max.
on?
Max.
Max.
Yeah.
Well, it's called HBO Max now.
Oh, HBO
Yeah.
Max. See,
You know,
they-
isn't that funny,
Back
Jay?
and
You and I
forth,
just had this
back and forth.
conversation a couple months ago. Didn't it used to be called HBO Max? And we were like,
Yeah, it was HBO Max, and now it's back to HBO Max. And it's like, oh my God, pick a name.
now, one of the-
Pick a logo.
Thank you. Pick a lane, bro. Pick a lane.
I would take a Mr. Terrific.
If
show.
we don't get a Mr. Terrific show.
I would take.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get it. Have people be mistaken. It's not that I didn't like Jimmy, but there was things that how Jimmy acted in that just was like, you're not good looking enough to call that girl mutant toes. You're not good looking enough to do that.
She may not have been the brightest crayon in the box, but she was way too out of his league.
Yeah, like
They
just-
made him a woman's man. I was weird about that.
Jimmy being a chick magnet was just weird.
But that's
you
that's
know,
how he is in
the whole
comics
chick
now.
magnet, part though has to be taken with a grain of salt, because those one girls that were looking him up and down were hookers.
Not
So
ever.
they were, they
No,
were
there's
totally hookers.
Bro, there was office girls ogling over him
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, the Office girls.
Yeah,
They
They
were
were,
just
like,
talking-
oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, but I caught the hookers.
Yeah, the hookers.
Yeah,
the
I
hookers
did
were
catch
all like, yeah.
I remember now when he was on the way to go see her. Yeah, the hookers were like, "Hey, Jimmy."
So the hookers flirted with him, and he's got a wacko woman in love with him. So
a little bit.
And then there's also the
Calm
Office
down.
girls that were like, "Oh, he's so cute," and I was like, "Where?"
I did
did
get
you
that.
actually hear him say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Well,
I did.
the one girl goes, "He's so fine."
That's what he's. That's what she said.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
I mean,
Where?
Jimmy's eye. Jimmy's eye.
Jimmy cut his neck open on an episode of House.
Oh,
That's how I remember him. That's how I remember him.
As soon as I saw him, I'm like, that's the kid that thought he was getting abducted by aliens on House.
Yes.
So-
Where he tried to drill it. Yeah.
so a scene I thought was kind of menacing that was what I was talking about earlier that might be one of those scenes for parents that they're like, I don't know if I want my young kid watching, was at the beginning of the movie when Superman's fighting it's still fighting the Hammer Baravia. He gets
Yeah.
thrown down into the ground, and a dude at one of the stands, very nice.
Yeah.
Dude in one of the stands goes and helps him. He's like, hey, I gave you food once for saving that woman from the taxi or something like that. And he's helping pull. I love that part though. The
Yeah.
people helping Superman out
Yeah.
of the hole. I like that. Well, at the beginning of the movie, I couldn't understand why they were getting this dude's information.
Yeah.
Later on, when Clark has turned himself in to the DOJ and they outsource his captivity
Oh,
to
the
Lex, and Lex takes him into the pocket
The
dimension.
roulette part.
They bring that guy there. And
Oh,
play
because
Russian-
he ate.
Yes, played Rush. He helped Superman. That's why.
Well, no, remember he literally said it was an honor for you to eat my food.
Right, but they did that because he helped.
Yeah.
He helped Superman out of the hole.
Yeah.
So they have that guy there, and the dude kept saying, "Don't tell them anything, Superman." They're trying to get information out of Superman.
And he's like, "Don't do it.
He's like,
I'm not
"Don't
worth
tell
it."
them.
And Superman's like,
I have no family. I have no one. So don't tell them anything. So Lex spins it around. Click.
"No.
Okay, we're going to ask another question.
Who raised you?"
Who raised you? Doesn't answer. Boom. Second shot. Headshots the guy.
Even Lex was surprised, like, "Oh, that went by really
Yeah,
fast."
I didn't think that was going to end that quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I
but
was like,
in my
"Oh,
opinion-
snap!"
And they
gotta-
showed it. That was the.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't
and like
expect
I said,
them to show it.
that justifies
Way
Metamorpho's
far off.
crying.
Yeah.
But
So-
that's why Metamorpho had never seen somebody get killed like that before.
Well,
So seeing that for the first time, especially in front of his child,
Metam-
his child was right there
Metamorpho-
watching.
Metamorpho isn't a bad guy.
No.
He's being forced to be in this cube because apparently Kryptonite isn't on the planet anymore.
Yeah.
But so you bring in Metamorpho, and that's your workaround because he can create kryptonite.
Kryptonite, yeah.
So it's like Superman's weakened in this box, and they're using Metamorpho's son as leverage.
And he's
Black
right across the way, like watching, like his baby of a son is right there. And then this is the box they're in. This is the box of the baby. And then right here is where the dude got shot right in the head. And like Metamorpho's just like, oh snap! Like he'd never seen that.
Yeah.
And if you've never seen something like that before, that can really rock you to your core, especially knowing that your infant is right there watching everything as well. That was too far.
It's just
I think
the
he means
innocent
Mr.
dude.
Handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Handsome.
That's the guy that was driving the cart,
Yes.
the transport cart.
Yeah.
Joey wants to know more about him.
I don't honestly know a whole lot about that character. To be honest with
I think
you.
he's
He
supposed to
reminds
be
me of
a
an SCP.
failed attempt Lex Luthor clone,
Yeah.
like a super
Well,
botched
apparently
version.
he's also like a one-time enemy of Catwoman.
That's crazy.
He was also in charge of the wood mill in Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. Well, he was.
My bad. I only heard it once. No, it's okay, Joey. Like this is they pulled in a lot of like kind of off to the side characters.
Yeah, but there's that scene that I was like, because I'm definitely gonna be talking about this on some of the shows Monday with some of the folks behind the scenes, because I would tell people that it's far enough back to where
That you don't see the blood and stuff.
you don't see anything.
But
But if you're a parent that doesn't want to show their kids that kind of violence, I understand. But we've got kids nowadays watching all kinds of stuff. I mean, I did when I was a kid too. My parents didn't have like a rating limit for me. Like as long as I can repeat what I saw.
I don't think there's a kid out there that hasn't played a video game and that didn't get a headshot bonus or something.
True.
Gears of War.
But, yeah, exactly.
Chainsaw people.
Good night.
Like,
yes, please. No.
I thought that scene was great and kind of showed you how
far Lex was willing to go.
Yeah, how far he would go. Because they joke about it. Like it's the fact that he makes a joke, and it's not one of those situations where it's I don't have an issue with comedy. It's just I have an issue when it doesn't let a moment breathe.
That was one of those moments.
No, that wasn't for me.
Oh, okay.
Like the joke, the monkey thing. See, I wanted to think, Grad, that was something that I could have done without, but I understand also why it was put in there. I wasn't the biggest fan of the monkeys.
I think they did that because there wasn't people actually on Earth who hated Superman. And so they needed trolls, but there wasn't trolls out there for Superman. So he engineered monkeys to be the trolls for Superman, who ended up being besties with Krypto.
That's who you've been arguing with, Jay.
Yeah, that's true.
Every time those comments.
Do you think Gunn could have put that in there as
1,000%
as a nod as to all the people who were making fun of Superman before the movie came out? Because that was my first thought, is he was calling them a bunch of brainless monkeys.
Yes.
About the hashtag Superman sucks or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think that was him trolling them back.
Oh my God. But yeah, I said that too. I was like, oh, you know what? If there's any trolls online, people will be like, oh, there goes Lex again.
Yep.
I did have to say that I was shocked by some of the things Superman said. Like they weren't really bad, but him repeating the super shit hashtag, him saying he said something else in the movie. And the one thing that really got me that I was like, he just went there, was when he's in the cube and Lex says, oh, we brought a friend, and he sees the president of Bravia. He goes, yeah, I could tell the smell of piss from when I was taking
when he pissed himself in the desert. Yeah.
I was like,
it's like, you are full of lies.
That's just a weird thing to say, man.
I love that line though.
It was great, but it was just like
it was like weird to hear coming out of
it was
Superman's
weird-
mouth.
Yeah, it was weird to hear Superman say it.
Did
Yeah.
Superman really say hashtag super shit though, or did he say
Yeah, he did.
that's the one thing I can't stand the
No,
most?
no.
When he was being brought in, he looks, he goes,
Ah,
Oh yeah. I remember now.
and I was like, whoa. Okay,
Yeah.
Soup's okay.
his
Okay.
emotional thing though, when he got on, he's like, you know that.
You know that sets me off. That's the one. I don't get up.
And-
Superman
I
doesn't.
told
do
you not to call me that.
See, and that's another thing. Like I was saying, the fact that people got angry and they're like, he's always crying. He's always so upset. And the one scene when right after Lex and them leave the fortress and they show the footage of Superman's the whole message where he's supposed to have a secret harem and all this other stuff, and he thinks about it for a second. He goes, like, how did they get in, or how did they get the message?
And he's like gone.
And then he just boom zooms out of there, flies to the fortress.
Like he's flying as fast as he can. You can see he puts his hands up and he puts them back. Like he's trying to make himself go faster because instantly he knows they got in his fortress and something went wrong. He knows he probably just lost everything.
Yeah, so he gets there. We see Four is like stabbing himself in the head with a screwdriver.
Poor Gary.
He stops him. The last line that he says, even though they're emotionless automatons or whatever he says, he's like, I'm sorry I couldn't protect my friend or something like that. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you, friend. Yeah.
What your thoughts on this? The screwdriver to the head, was he trying to like end himself?
I think so.
Or do you think he was
that was just a
malfunctioning?
glitch. He was
Because
malfunctioning.
I think he was trying to end himself for not saving Superman.
Yeah.
It could be a bit of both.
Yeah, like it's one of those very ambiguous moments. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And, and then he notices
Where's Crypto?
all this damage, and he's like,
Crypto.
drops the hands, and he's like, Crypto, and he does the whistle, and next thing we know, not only does he fly to LexCorp, dude,
That dude fell back
when he crashes into the side.
Yeah.
Doesn't even go in through the doors.
No.
Or anything. He crashes through the side of the building, busts that thing open.
The poor guy
and
just
yelling at him. And people,
Where's the dog?
People got all up in arms about that. Like, he's not supposed to be that emotional. Look, it's either Superman has emotions or he doesn't. Like,
I'm sorry. If somebody stole my dog or
Exactly.
even my cousin's dog, I would burn the world down. If somebody came in here right now, took my Han Popo, I would burn the world down finding him.
So that whole scene when he's talking to Luthor, and here's another thing that I took from that.
And I'm pretty chill.
When he throws the desk out of the way, for one, I love the way Lex is in that, because he's not showing any kind of, he's not intimidated at all, right? And then he does that ugly dog in a cape.
What'd you say?
He goes, what'd you say? Now, there's people out there that were like, Superman has super hearing. How didn't he hear that? I was like, that wasn't he didn't hear you. He was daring you to say it again, is what that was.
He was giving you a chance to take it back before he wrecked
like,
you, buddy.
I didn't say anything. But he whispered it just enough to get that reaction, because you have Eve on the side recording everything.
Oh my god.
The crazy
Which,
part,
by the
though,
way,
yes.
So somebody mentioned it earlier, but yeah, it was pretty genius, her using her dumb routine of selfies to get all of that information. And she had to have been doing that for a while, because that was a lot of like information that she got.
I was a little scared we were about to go back to land grabber Lex
Ooh.
for a second.
Ooh.
For a second, I thought we were going back to that until that whole reveal. I wasn't trying to get rid of, trying to kill you so I could, start this war. I started
This war so I could kill you.
Like, I love that. And yes, the scene with Jonathan, I'm telling y'all, it hit hard. It hit hard because, again, as folks that have lost their dad, like Ed and I had, unfortunately, Ed at a very much younger age, hearing things like that from your dad, it especially when they're gone, it hits you differently. you know.
And it's not just that. It's like if you've lost like a parent or a close loved one that's never quite been able to get a chance to say something like that. Hearing Paul Kent, like I choked up. I was like, oh,
and
no.
people are talking about all the men crying in the movie. Well, that was an emotional moment. Why the hell wouldn't you cry?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you feel something? Are you the monster of this story? Like I don't get the whole crapping on people having emotions. I don't get that.
And I don't really think what was crazy was Moss said this at one point where Paul only gets emotional about Clark. None of the rest of the time she's like, oh yeah, he's only like that around Clark. He's like that around Clark. I was like, oh, so he's probably just like a regular person the rest of the time, like pretty straightforward and like focused. Because you could tell on the phone call, he was sitting there fiddling. He was like, don't be a stranger. I was like, there you go. But as soon as like Clark's right there, he's like,
don't be a stranger.
Yeah. And I was like,
Jay, you know who she reminds me of? Like, at least close sound I got is your grandma Inez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how my grandma sounds, man.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first when we went up to North Carolina that first time. She's like, Sean, don't you let me fall. I'm like, no, man.
Joey, I'm sure you are, man. I'm sure you are.
And then, like, when his grandma, like, the second time she ever met me, she walks in, she's like, where's my girl? And then she looked at me, there you are, comes up and gives me the biggest hug. And I was like, oh, I'm special. Ooh. I was like, yeah.
The nitpicks I have with this movie are so small compared to all the positives I have.
You could say they're minuscule.
So close.
Darn it!
That was really close.
I practice. I actually practice that word. I can't get it.
Like I said, I had some issues. There was part of me that at first I really wasn't digging the Superman's supposed to be a freaking Viltrumite, basically.
No.
From the parents. But the more I think about it, I was like, look, there's plenty of things that got changed for Man of Steel. Gunn was trying something different. And I think if in the bigger picture, whether we find out that was true or not, because I mean, the engineer, them being like, well, I know these guys that run these systems and everything, there's no way it could be doctored. The fact that it was the engineer pulling the information, I'm still on the fence until we get a definitive answer from someone.
Yeah.
I still think there is a way that footage could have been doctored.
I'm not saying doctored. I'm just saying
It's
like
a living computer. She's a living computer.
Here's the real image, and it's just.
Well, it's just the voice work.
Yeah, the voice work.
But
also, can we give props to the engineer and Lex's team for being like, you've gone too far. I'm putting in the codes to end this rift. And he's like, we'll just do it when we get to a city I care about. I was like, whoa. And then even the engineer, before he did it, she was like, you can't do this. Don't do this. Like, all of his side people were like, that's too far. And we've been right here with you since day one.
The dude with the super thick lens glasses, he cracked me up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm putting in the code now.
Here's the issue I had character-wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some of these actors that were cast, there was some big to-do about them being cast. Ron Troop didn't have a line of dialogue that I can remember in the movie.
Harry only had like 3.
Otis was supposed to be like top henchman, and it didn't feel like he was utilized all that much. You know, I
didn't even know he was Otis until he yelled, "Come on, Otis!" that one time. I didn't even know that was him.
Exactly. And you know, Ron Troop was the other guy that they brought onto the terrific ship. And I was like, they didn't even give him a line. And they cast him when they cast Cat Grant. And
the other reporter? The one that was a crybaby?
Was she the crybaby?
No. The dude was the crybaby.
No, that's Steve Lombard.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's the guy that always picks on Clark.
Okay.
He's the sports guy, sports writer.
You got to figure out what is.
Yeah, like again, it was one of those things where it's they cast a lot of characters, but it's not like we spent a whole buttload of time with all of them. Like most
Which
of them were
was
just background.
nice.
Most of them were just background.
Yeah, which was nice because we didn't need all those characters, honestly. We didn't use them. They were good to be kind of like, oh, maybe we'll see them in the next film or something.
Yep. And they were just the Justice Gang. They were just
They were there to show us the Justice League.
there in certain parts of the movie.
Justice
It's not like they were in the entire movie.
They were there to show us the beginning of the Justice League in the Hall of.
Well,
So,
to me, it's like the scenes that they were in, they fit in with the story.
yeah, they weren't forced.
They fit in for everybody thought. I know I did when I saw the trailer that Superman was going to go and stop that war when it happened the second time when the kid called him. Right? I totally thought that was going to happen. I didn't know. Nope, he's going to be working on this, and he's going to send Metamorpho and all them.
He utilized other supers, which we don't see a whole lot of in other superhero movies, unless it's like Justice League or unless it's like Avengers. It's this big groups of people we don't really see very often in other superhero movies. Oh, this other superhero is there for a minute and then they go away and then it's just our one superhero. This movie utilized that perfectly. They're like, we have this other group, send them.
And I don't know if other people know this. So we have Rick Flag Sr. in this, Frank Grillo, who had already voiced his character in Creature Commandos.
Oh, yeah.
But the woman that's in that room, she was one of the analysts in The Suicide Squad.
That's the second one, right?
Yes.
She's the one that smacks
Yeah,
Waller over the head with the pipe.
Oh, yes. Yep. Okay. I wonder if that means she got promoted after smacking Waller around.
But there's also part of me that wonders, and I have to go back and look at her name in that movie, if it's the same character or if they just recast her in that role. Like I didn't look up the character name, and I should have. But so I mean, if that's it, then they're connecting everything.
Yeah.
Really early.
I need a small break.
Okay.
I'll be back after a little while, guys. It's cold as ice in here. I need to go defrost.
Yeah, I really like seeing those little nods. Like she wasn't in the movie a ton, but if that's the same character, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool that they kind of snuck her in there. So if people weren't, paying attention or hadn't seen The Suicide Squad, they might not know who she was. I really dug that. I really liked the just the little cameos that they had. There was, they had Peacemaker on the television set. They had the lead singer of Foxy Shazam when they were starting to evacuate the city. It's a blink and you miss it, but he's there. He's getting into a car. So I thought that was I caught it. She pointed out the first time. I caught it myself the second time. So I thought that was kind of cool that they got a random lead singer of a band to be in the movie. There's so much stuff. Like I can't wait to watch it again. Just so, because either I'm gonna end up watching it again, and then I'm gonna go find the videos that found all the Easter eggs. Because I love watching those after I've seen the movie a couple of times and picking out the ones I can find. I love watching those videos that are like the whole thing is them taking out the Easter egg or picking out the Easter eggs.
I had a lot of complaints after the first time I saw it, but after seeing it multiple times, the only complaint I have, and it's a very minor one, and it's probably coming somewhere down the line, is I could have used just a little bit more Clark. I'd like to see him show me how he can do Clark. I mean, we saw a little bit, but I'd like to see a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it's a great movie. Solid movie. Loved it. No complaints otherwise.
It's very strange to me that they mentioned the hypno glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is canon in this universe. He uses those glasses. It kind of changes his appearance to other people's. So that made me think okay, so that's why he really has the glasses off at Lois's apartment, is so she can see the real him. So I want there to be somewhere down the line, I want to see from somebody else's perspective how they see him as Clark. Like, I really want to see. I'm so curious about that now.
He'll
Wouldn't it
pass
be funny
by.
if
He'll
they brought
pass by it.
Cavill in?
Oh wow, that would start World War III. I was just gonna say it'd be funny if you walked past a mirror and he was Nicolas Cage. But yeah, being Cavill, oh man, that really lights some fumes.
Oh, I'm telling you that for all the people that are so mad about him not being in this movie, there has been talks of him doing something down the line. Okay, he's not Superman in this universe anymore, and that's fine. He didn't get enough time for me, but this is what we have now, and I think it's more than acceptable. Like, I can always go back and pop in Man of Steel and watch. I might do that tomorrow when I get done with these 90 million slides I got to do for Monday. Be watching Comic Collectibles Monday and Wednesday, folks. Dynamite books are back. It's only 8 of them, but there's like 30 covers a piece. There's a lot of stuff. I kind of thought when he was Superman, he was Clark. Suit. Yeah. I mean, the one thing I could say is the few scenes we saw of Clark, he wasn't the bumbling guy. He'd be a person just like me trying to walk through a crowd, except, not as easy because I'm not 9 feet tall. But, me trying to not bump into people and stuff like that. It didn't feel like they gave him that, let's make him a klutz,
Thank God, because I never liked that.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm done with the dumb question. What is the Cronkite reference?
Walter Cronkite was a reporter.
Okay.
Okay.
He was like the only source people listened to for news in like the 60s and 70s. And he was the one that announced, if you saw Apollo 13, he was the one that used his actual footage of when it touched down and everything. And he's like, we have footage coming in. That was Walter Cronkite.
I feel ashamed that I don't know that, but I'd rather ask and I'd rather ask and understand that, because I've been wanting to ask that since the first trailer where he says, all right, Cronkite. And I'm like, does that mean? So
it was back in a time when people trusted what they saw in the news, and people like Walter Cronkite was like your granddad telling you what was happening.
Yep. All right. Nope. It looked like you wanted to say something, man.
I was just going to say that my only grief was there in the fortress when the engineer, whenever she does her little, instead of just turning around, she does her little handstand flip.
Oh yeah, that was
changes
dumb.
into flip herself upside down. I was like, okay, that was unnecessary.
Yeah, that felt unnecessary.
How much did that half-second scene cost in CGI effects? Is what I want to know.
You could have used that budget elsewhere.
Cool, but not necessary. You could have just like turned her head around and stuff. Like,
that would have been cooler. Made more sense.
Somebody else talk for a little bit.
about what? I feel like we covered what we wanted to say for the movie.
Feeling horse shit?
Here's what I'll say for anybody, again, watching on the rewind. If you're somebody who's been on the fence because, for whatever reason, I know it's hard because I've done it before too. You've listened to people say their piece about the movie. I would say this to anyone. Always, I have people telling me don't watch Madam Web, but you know what? I still got to watch it for myself. And that is what I would tell people here. Watch movies for yourself. Don't rely on reviewers. You can watch and respect people's opinions, because I have. There's many reviewers I respect. I may not always agree with people's opinions on things, but I can always respect opinions. don't let things you're seeing stop you from ever watching something. Don't ever think, well, this person that I trust didn't like it, so I might as well not even watch it. You never know. You never know. Like, there's been plenty of times I've seen people tell me that, oh, this movie's garbage. And I go and watch it. I love it. I still don't care what anybody says. The first Venom movie, love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
We'll watch that all the time. I really dug Craven. I really dug it. I liked it for what it was.
You still have to watch that one.
I liked Morpheus, and everybody laughs at me for that. My whole family likes Morpheus. We've watched it like 3 times together.
Yeah, The Matrix is fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with comics.
Morpheus.
See, don't take someone's word with comics either. I mean,
Yeah. I say that on my show all the time.
Jay and I are a fantastic example of that. I think God Country is one of the best comics ever written. Jay read it and he was like, "It's not bad. It's good." And he goes, "It's not the level of it." I may read Girl Woman of Tomorrow and I might be like,
Yep, exactly.
So, and that's how it is. That's going to be my reading assignment, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe before I come back on the show again, that's my reading assignment. I got to read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow and talk about it.
And I know Scott's not in the room anymore, but I just want to say on camera for everyone to hear, his book Murder Mary that just came out was fantastic. If you're a Deadpool fan, if you missed out on the first issue, when that second campaign drops, we're going to be talking about it. But
I need to, yeah.
Murder Mary, fantastic. And since Joey has been here the whole time, you know what?
What was that?
Uh-oh, is that Mr. Nope's mic again?
Man, I'm sorry.
Oh, man, it's him for sure.
Oh, man, I feel so bad.
We're going to start a new mic for everyone fund eventually. Or at least new mic cords for Nope there. Joey, here, man. I'm sorry. I've been so busy talking about this. Make sure it's still got 9 or 10 days left, Joey. Make sure you go check out I Need Your Skin. I backed it day one. Super excited to read this too. Supernatural slasher horror book. It looks fantastic. Make sure y'all check that out.
Got everybody on that team, all-star team of creatives that are working with Joey on it as well. Alan Dunford, Brian, Dave. So it'll be awesome. It's funded, so if you back it, you will get a copy. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
So definitely 100%.
But yeah, absolutely, Joey. It slipped my mind. I was putting everybody else's links in there and I totally forgot. I would, to be honest with you, I am torn between Kurt Russell. I like Kevin Bacon, but I don't know, man. Seeing James Woods as Zod would be very interesting to me. It'd be very interesting. I'm hoping we eventually get somewhere in this universe to where we get to see some of these classic villains. Like, I really do. Because, there's also some folks that, man, there's so many people I want to see show up in this universe. There's so many that we'd never seen on the big screen before that I think are just prime. I want my Green Arrow. I want my live action Green Arrow. I want my Constantine. I know we got a live action version of that, but I mean a little more in line with the comic stuff. Etrigan the Demon, like there's so many possibilities for this new universe, and I'm so happy it's doing well. I know there's going to be naysayers, y'all, and I know there's probably people out there in the chat that was like, it wasn't for them, and that's fine. I ask the same thing every time, and I'm always going to ask it. And I know it's hard for people to do, but if you don't enjoy something, just let other people enjoy it. If you're already out on this universe, just let people enjoy it if they're going to enjoy. Like that's I'd never want anybody to feel like I did watching the DCU stuff. I thought I was out of my mind that nobody else liked what I was watching. Like that's crazy. So again, I still watch that stuff every now and then. It's in my rotation of things to watch. I'm just really glad that people are hyped on this. Like I wish we could have gotten this kind of hype for the other stuff to see the ending of the story and then maybe reboot and to do something else like this. But that's not how it worked out. I'm not a sore loser. I'm a comic fan, so I'm really glad that it feels like people are really digging this stuff so far. Like I said, the one thing I've seen that I wasn't really big on was Creature Commandos. Not that I didn't enjoy what I watched, but it's just not something I have to watch again. I'll give season 2 a shot. I mean, I will, because there's certain TV shows that for some people it does take a season or two before it hooks them. Really love Peacemaker. I'm so excited for Peacemaker season 2, especially seeing that cameo in the Superman movie and seeing that the Justice Gang and Maxwell Lord are at least in an episode of it.
Yeah. I'll throw an odd name, or maybe not an odd name out there for General Zod to Johnny Dome, but Gerard Butler.
That'd be so. You know how fun that would be to me, because you had Russell Crowe as Jor-El in the DCU,
Yeah,
and then you have Gerard Butler as Zod in the DCU.
yeah.
That'd be great.
Oh, something about that one seemed to me kind of because an obvious choice would be somebody like Michael Fassbender and somebody like, but Gerard, especially because think about it, it's give it a little bit of that 300 vibe with him, sort of. It's I think it would work.
Well,
So if what we're being led to believe about the House of El is true, do you think we even need a Zod, or we're going to get a Zod? Because it sounds to me like his parents pretty much did everything Zod.
we could still have a Zod because we don't have the parents. So
Well, that's true, but why would he have been imprisoned and everything if he felt the same way as everybody else did?
Well, his were war crimes on Krypton.
Right.
So that's why they were imprisoned. It was war against. They were trying to take over Krypton.
But didn't what Zod did in Man of Steel pretty much exactly what the L's said in the message?
Yeah, pretty much.
So what would you need him for?
Well, it depends. That was the DCEU stuff.
Right.
In here, it could just be war crimes, and he just wants to take over Earth. He could just want to take over Earth. That's even if that's what they wanted to do, they're not here to do it. Superman's not doing it. So again, it feels very Viltrumite to me.
I guess I'm at the point where we've seen these other villains so many times. Let's just do new stuff. I mean, we've had General Zod twice in movies.
True. But you've had Luthor.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting kind of tired of Joker with Batman too. It's like we don't need to keep seeing the same thing. Let's see some more of the Rogues Gallery.
Yeah. I'm on board with it. I'm not saying that I want. Yeah, I'm not saying that I want Zod to show up. Right. I'm just saying that I could see him being put in here, but I want to see Brainiac. That's what I want to see. I want to see. I know they wanted to use Brainiac.
James Woods as Brainiac would be amazing.
See, yeah.
I would love that.
That would work too.
Of course, I love James Woods as just by anything. So
yeah, same dude. It's just one of those things where. See, and that's another thing. It's just weird that you're going to tell me that human linguistic. I mean, unless they've just been studying Kryptonian forever, and because nowhere in the movie does Clark translates the Kryptonian, right? He translates it because he talks about it while they're saying it. So he knows what they're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't speak the language outside of that. So I'm wondering if it's probably just overcomplicating my brain because I want a clear answer.
I'm actually
Well,
hoping that now that I've seen it a few times, I'm hoping that they were that way, and I'm hoping that was a real message because that the impact of what Pa Kent told
Yeah.
him made
Yeah.
him.
because it was. I don't know if they can go that route because the way they said the first half of the message was translated, Superman acknowledged. He goes, I don't get it. I don't see what's the problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do the last half, so it's kind of hard to. It's like either they did translate it wrong or they purposely translated it wrong. Like they were able to figure it out, and then they just made the other half say what they wanted to say because the human race doesn't know the difference.
That
Uh,
and they didn't translate it into Kryptonian that second half. They translated it the person talking.
Yeah,
So
Well, unless that chick went on her own and did it, why would Lex have lied to the president?
I know. Like I said,
Because that he didn't look like he was being, mischievous there. He's like, they gave us what we needed. I didn't have to make anything up. That seemed really legit.
it
Yeah.
did, and it's one of those things where I don't think. Here's the thing that people don't give James Gunn credit for. James Gunn does do some genius writing because there's still an Easter egg in one of the Guardians movies that nobody's ever figured out. He said there's like one of these Easter eggs he put in, I can't remember which one it was. He said nobody's ever figured it out. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, Joey, that's true. They probably have been. It's just, I don't know, man. They're just, if it ends up being that that's what it is, and that's the parents' message, and that was their goal. Again, Gunn's trying something different, and I don't see a problem with that. Directors before have tried different things with Superman. I don't know why it'd be any different if Gunn did.
Yeah.
So, again, it's one of those we'll have to wait and see. Like I'm still waiting until Gunn says it himself or in another movie.
Yeah.
But it's okay with me.
When
I'm
I first
personally
saw it,
hoping
I
that
was
it-
mad, but after seeing it a couple times, it works.
Yeah,
So I kind of hope they keep it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take note off
Like,
the screen. Since
And I'm just hoping for the second movie though that we get Brainiac.
Yeah.
That's what I would like for the second movie. But I'll be curious to see with this being Gods and Monsters who Gunn is going to try to create as like the big bats where you do need the Justice League. Because now I can probably admit that I was wrong. You gave me the Hall of Justice. The JSA was never in the Hall of Justice, right?
I don't think so.
No, they weren't.
Yeah. So I think that prediction for me is now going to be wrong. Because I always said that I was like, James Gunn's going to not do Justice League. He's going to give us the JSA. Now, seeing that he actually gave us a really badass Hall of Justice, I'm like, okay. So I can probably admit now that I was wrong about that.
So you guys both know that my knowledge of DC is limited because when I was growing up, I was Spider-Man, Marvel, and horror.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that league or age of what did you call it? Monsters and what?
Gods and Monsters.
Is that
Gods and Monsters.
something significant in the DC world? Does that mean something?
That's just what Gunn's calling his first chapter.
Okay.
Like
I didn't know if it had like a hidden meaning or something.
Instead of them doing phases, they're doing chapters. So instead of it being like the saga like they do with Marvel, they had the Infinity Saga. Now they're doing some other saga. They named it that, and it's kind of a play on words because not all the good guys are gods, not all the bad guys are monsters. Like you have monsters that are good guys, and you have gods in the DC universe that are bad guys. So naming it Gods and Monsters is very interesting to me.
So he actually named this phase Gods and Monsters?
Yeah.
I never heard that. I never heard that.
Yeah, his first thing where he announced everything is he said we're calling it Gods and Monsters.
Yeah.
Okay, I must
and
have just
Superman will be
missed
the
that.
one to kick it off. So
yeah.
So what one's next? Do we know? Is it Supergirl?
Supergirl is coming out next year, 2026. Clayface, I believe, is a definite.
Now, is that a movie now? Or did
Yeah,
they
that's a
move-
movie. That's a
Okay,
movie.
Okay.
That's going to be a movie. The thing that I can't
Hmm.
remember, because there's been so much debate about it, is whether it's going to be an Elseworlds or DC Universe movie. Like,
You talking about Clayface?
yeah.
Yeah.
So far, the only thing that's Elseworlds is Matt Reeves, the Batman. So I'm kind of wondering. I haven't read too much up on the Clayface stuff. So if someone in the chat knows if it's going to be in this universe or it's going to be the Elseworlds stuff. But I'm kind of waiting for them to kind of start telling us some more Elseworlds. Drop one into your world, and then let us give us a taste of your Elseworlds. Because so far it's just Matt Reeves.
I'd be okay with that. I'm just glad there's going to be another Matt Reeves.
Yeah. I'm hoping, though, that this fast tracks the trilogy. I hope this means that, we're not going to wait another 5 years before we get the Batman 3.
I hope not, too, because that would suck.
Again, here's what I'll say, because I know I've gotten some comments, not on this one, but I've gotten some comments on some other videos that I've done. And again, if people aren't into it, I'm never going to tell you to don't give me your thoughts. The only thing that I want people to do is, if you have a problem or you don't like something, articulate it in a way that doesn't make you sound like a dick. Like, if you don't like something, give me a reason why you don't like it. That's like it. I'm not saying that everybody has to love this stuff. I know, trust me. I've spent years in the other universe with people not liking things that I like. But if you watch this and you're like, I didn't like it, give me something more to go on than it was trash, or the men were emasculated and crying. And I know that I don't want to feel like I'm calling the dude out, but I would like that person to let me know what exactly about the movie, where were these points? Because I did not see them. Like, that's all I ask. Do yourself
just don't be a douche canoe.
Yeah. If you don't like something, you don't like it, that's fine. Just know that when you come to this channel, if it's something we like, we're going to talk about how much we liked it. Like, I'm not going to spend my days talking about stuff I don't like. So,
And also, please watch other videos before you try to tell us we said something we didn't say, because
yeah.
that just proves you didn't watch anything.
Yeah. Again, this person will probably never come back to the channel. Like, they've never been in this chat. But I had someone when I dropped one of the Superman clips I did that told me, well, we're hoping this flops because y'all gave us this crap about Man of Steel. For one, I never said anything about Man of Steel in the video that I made. For two, if anybody ever watched any video we did or ever listened to me talk before, I've talked about how much I loved Man of Steel. So, again, I can like more than one thing. Guess what, folks? I also like Marvel movies. I also like stuff that isn't DC or Marvel. I also like Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. If I like it, I like it. I don't belong to a particular fandom.
You're a nerd.
Sure am. I've loved this stuff my entire life, right?
Mhm.
And again, I'm not telling anybody out there you have to come over here and kiss our asses about things. If you don't like something, trust me, it's okay. Like I said, my main negative about this movie, the biggest thing I had about it, was I don't like the suit. It's not going to grow on me. I get that. But it doesn't stop me from enjoying the movie and loving the movie. Doesn't stop me from saying David Cornsweet played the hell out of Superman. And I'm so glad that this dude is going to be some kids or even some adults' first introduction to Superman. I'm so happy for that, because this is definitely the guy to do it.
Or even the person that brings someone back, Superman.
Exactly.
That out of
That
it because
too.
of that. So
That too. But just know this: we're not in the business of negativity here.
no,
You know,
we're
if
done.
there was that weird chance that I said that I ended up not liking this movie, I would have just been like, it wasn't for me, and I would have let the folks on the panel take over from there. Because I don't want to talk about stuff that I don't like. There's enough channels out there that do the negative crap, and I don't want to be one of those. No matter if it gets us subs, if it gets us, 100,000 people watching stuff, if it gets us 30 people in our live chats, I don't care. I don't want to be that person, and I'm not gonna be that person. So I do appreciate everyone that shows up. I do appreciate differing opinions. I want to make that as crystal clear as I can. Just we don't have to be dicks to each other to say we don't like something.
Well, all we're asking is when you come in, and even both positive and negative, give reasons why you do like it or why you don't like it. I mean, yeah, it's fine if you want to say that, but if we go, well, okay, what did you like about it, or what do you, most people usually when you say what did you like about it, you'll get the answer. The problem is the folks that come and say, no, it's trash. Well, why? None of y'all, no offense, have had the balls to comment back to us and say anything.
Probably because they haven't seen it.
There's been a lot of videos like that, and we'll just be like, okay, well, our fan casting videos, we got a lot of dude that's trash. Like my Avengers thing is like, well, certainly glad you're not casting. Well, who would you have picked? Not a thing.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever got was a dude who hated my casting choice for Red Hood because I fan casted
Colton Haynes.
And the guy had a problem with it because Colton Haynes is gay and Red Hood is not gay.
And what does that have to do with it?
And I'm like, what does that have to do with that? And the guy, at least that guy, to his credit, argued with me. But I'm like, well, were you that big mad when Ian McKellen was cast as Magneto? And I got nothing. And then basically I just banned the dude and was like, screw it. So that's the one and only time where somebody actually came back and said something to me. But most of the time, most people just haven't come back and said anything. It's like, okay, well, what's the point of you making the comment then if you're not going to if you're not going to back up your statements?
Yeah, a lot of it is knee jerk. They see a video, they go to every single video that's positive about a movie, and they make the same comment on every single video.
Yep.
Without even watching any of the channel's other videos.
I think we had somebody say that one time to somebody. They're like, dude, you've been on every video saying blah, 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 and yet you can't back any of it up. I think we had somebody say that one time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to thank that person. I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing. Like, we didn't even have to police the dude for our channel. You did it for us.
Yeah. And, it's not like we ban people left and right for leaving us negative comments. Like, I don't want to be that person either, but at the same time, explain yourself.
One dude.
Yeah. Just explain.
And I banned that guy because he was just getting way too ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everybody else, like, nah, you're good.
Yeah.
Come in here and hate on us. We're good.
I was honestly thinking we were going to have more discourse in this chat tonight, but there wasn't. And I really appreciate that. I really do. I'm glad we have fans of the movie in here.
There were some differing opinions. I will definitely say, like,
true.
While Robbie was giving his opinions, Joey and Scott not agreeing, and that's fine. But that was civil.
Yeah.
Like that's how you have a talk right there. It's like, I completely disagree. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
See, that's adulting. That's how you debate.
Exactly. Look, the last thing I'll say about it is this is definitely my rotation of Superman movies.
Yep. I kind of want to do like you were suggesting earlier, though, dude, and I want to see all of the firsts just to watch them all back to back.
Yep. Watch.
So that might be something we do soon. Superman 78, Superman Returns, Man of Steel, then this one.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
Yep. And trust me, I'll watch every single Superman movie. I'll watch 1 through 4.
Yeah.
That's technically 1 through 5 if you count the Donner cut. Which
True. That's
So-
an interesting movie to watch. First time you had me watch that tripped me out.
So I know it's soon,
Mhm.
but we already kind of talked about, we kind of ranked our Superman actors for
Mhm.
movies.
Yeah.
Where do you put this movie in your ranking? Is it too soon to rank it? Where would you put it?
I need some more time to marinate over it to get past the honeymoon phase and maybe do a second watch because I'm still so just overjoyed and hyped from the experience that I feel like if I put it up top or near the top, I would be like, am I really feeling that way? Or is it still I'm on that I love you phase and I haven't really just let it set in for a minute? So I'll say right now,
Same, Joey.
actually, I'm not gonna lie. I need to go back and watch Man of Steel again because it has been that long. Mm.
Come on, Jay. I
You
can
want me,
feel
you
those
want me to
skills
go real
grinding.
fast while you're thinking?
You do yours because you
Okay. So I've come to the point now where I think that I need to start taking Superman 78 out of lists like this because much like I put George Reeves and Christopher Reeve in their own category as Superman, I think I need to start talking about the Superman movies of the 2000s. I don't think people are going to agree with my list, and that's totally fine. These movies are so close together for me, though. But I'm going to go Man of Steel with a very, very slim, like paper thin, this Superman movie, followed up by, again, another paper thin Superman Returns. I just, there was something so different about Man of Steel that I enjoyed. That doesn't mean I think this movie is dog water next to Man of Steel. I want people to understand that. And you can not agree with my ranking at all. That's fine too. But this is how I feel. Now, that doesn't mean at any point in time those can't interchange. Because there could be a time that I'm just feeling Brandon Routh, and that Superman Returns is my favorite damn Superman movie. They're all interchangeable. But as for right now, it's Man of Steel, Superman Returns. I'm taking Superman 78 out of it because that would be top.
I think I'll just flip flop your 1 and 2 right now, and I say that because of how much fun this movie was for me. And you know me, like fun is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I watch or read something, even if it's a horror comedy, if I have fun reading it, that's a big thing for me. So that's probably why this might edge out Man of Steel right now.
You know what my big hope is one day, as much as it kind of sounds negative, is I want someone from the other channels, the ones that always clip people's stuff out to make them look bad. I want them to clip out my list I just did and have it say, this dude hates the new Superman movie or something like that. Like, it's a weird dream I have for somebody to take a clip of stuff we talk about and make a bad clip out of it.
I get the hint. We'll have that on Weird Dopes by Friday.
Okay.
That'd be hilarious to me.
If you do that for us, Ed.
Now for my ranking,
mm-hmm.
as not being a passionate Superman fan of any of the movies prior to this one, I mean, I really did love Superman Returns. Though my best Superman has always been Superman 2, and I would have given that like an 8 out of 10 score as a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Superman Returns is right there. It would have been
you meant literally any Superman movie.
7.5, 8-ish in there. Does Superman get to 9?
Okay, so you
really like this movie.
You meant every Superman movie, not just their debut as the role.
No, I meant every movie.
Okay, well then, if you're gonna do that, I can throw Superman 2 above Superman Returns because that is the best Christopher Reeve movie for sure. Then, honestly, actually, I take that back, Jay. Superman 2 will be number 2 if you're talking about all of them. So it'll be this Superman, then Superman 2, because that's how much I like that
So
one.
we're pretty
Even
much on the same page then.
a little bit, yeah, because it's just. I don't know what it was. It is cheesy, and I'm taking it for the time where it was. But for whatever reason, I like that General Zod too.
Oh yeah, me too.
Terrence
Like,
Stamp?
yeah, I loved his caricature of it. So yeah, I'm there with it.
I
Well,
loved Nan. Nan cracked me up in that movie.
who's
Him,
non?
he was the big burly
Oh,
villain
the
in
dude sound like
Superman
an ape
2.
every time he
That
made a sound.
whenever he tried to make his eyes work, he's and he couldn't get him. He was
Yeah,
I
he
love
always
that
sounded like
character.
a gorilla every time he talked or made
I
a
don't think
sound.
he ever talked. He just like
No,
whined.
made,
Yeah.
he just made animal sounds.
It was like
I guess now we need to ask Jenna.
Ah!
So Ed just asked to rank all the
shoot,
Super
I
Bowl
lost my
movies.
glasses. I lost my glasses. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Continue.
But Ed just asked the question. He asked everybody to rank your favorite from all the Superman movies, that encompassing all of them.
just like your first 3. You don't got to go through
First 3.
First 3.
including this new one if you want, or if you don't, that's fine too.
I did not realize that would be that loud, guys. I'm so sorry.
Don't eat beans before coming on live.
It's salsa.
Oh, I thought you ripped one.
No, I was opening the container for the salsa, and it's just like pop, pop, pop.
Oh,
Right.
sure, the salsa. Got it.
Top 3. Superman 78. Really close up there. This one was definitely in my top 3. And Superman versus the Elite.
Well, that's true. He didn't just say live action.
Superman versus the Elite is my favorite Superman movie of all times.
Well, I meant live action.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah.
I like the animated movies better, though.
Okay, focus.
I'm trying.
Oh, it is kind of hard though because the DC animated universe is so.
I don't disagree.
It is
Don't
top
disagree.
tier. Top tier.
I don't
No,
disagree.
it's not top tier. It is god tier.
You're right. Jay's right. The animated should have been the blueprint for the live action.
Yeah.
But
Here, James Gunn, just remake your universe off of that.
yeah.
All right, Jenna, quit stalling. Your top 3. Come on.
I told
Just
you
gave me-
top 3.
You can't count cartoons. Top 3.
Yeah, I can. Superman versus the Elite is
No.
so good.
No, live action. Top 3.
She's like, it's elite, mother.
So the only ones you got left really are Superman Returns, this movie, and Man of Steel.
Or Superman 2.
I did really like,
Well, then use that one.
but it was the other cut of it,
the Donner cut.
the
Donner
Donner cut. Yeah.
That's still
Well, that's what I always refer to when I say Superman 2.
Yeah.
See, here's the weird thing. I thought for the longest time I was like, oh, there are 5 Superman films. But then I had to be told, no. There's only 4. One of them's just a different cut of that film. I was like, then why did I think there were 5?
Well, because when you watch the Donner cut, it is almost like watching a different movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And I've
quit
only seen
stalling.
it once.
I'm not going
She
to
just gave it
let
to
you
you.
off the hook here.
But yeah.
What are they? Name them.
I just said them.
78 and then what?
78, this one, and then the Donner cut.
Okay. Cool.
God.
Superman versus the Elite is king of all.
Oh, dude, Joey.
Civil War is a great movie.
Oh, Jesus.
Superman versus the Elite is based off of
What's so funny about Truth, Justice,
In the American Way.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is
So
so
there was
good.
a big scandal about him changing that, and he never even used that phrase.
It's only because he said it out loud.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
I don't even remember him saying that in the movie, though.
No,
He didn't.
James
he
Gunn.
didn't, but they're
James
mad because
Gunn.
James Gunn said it differently.
Yeah.
But I noticed that there was a big stink about that, and then it was never even in the movie. He never even said it. And it's like,
Yep.
That was Ed doing his co-pilot kind of
Yeah.
thing with his mic.
I genuinely have no idea where my glasses are.
Probably the same place as always. There's three.
so my final thoughts on this movie is if you go and see it and you don't like it, don't give up on it. Give it a second watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first time I watched it, I didn't think I was going to like it. But after the third watch, I love it. So don't give up on it.
Yes. Thank you. And I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell what that says.
Maladaka V?
Thank you, V. That is so true because you can go, I think almost all of them are on HBO Max.
I haven't checked to see what's
I haven't
on
checked.
there and what's
We've
not.
we've loved them so much. We've actually bought like the Blu-rays of them. Oh, but I watch Superman versus the Elite like once a month. It's my favorite of all times. It's so good. Interdimensional beings.
I've never
Weird
even heard
British
of it.
guy. Oh, baby.
It's so
Never even
it's,
heard of it.
It's so good. Superman goes evil for a minute. Oh, so good.
yeah. Definitely no spoilers on that one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Jenna. Now I don't want to watch it. No, I'm
Ew.
kidding. I'm joking. Relax.
Oh, and then there's a half-naked lady who has like interdimensional like bugs and dragons that come out of her.
Okay. Where can I watch this?
We probably find it easily nefariously when we do. I would love to do something like that one day, Joey. I hope one day that either us or Weird Opes gets big enough to where we can do Patreon watch parties.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do that. I would love to do that for free, except for YouTube not liking that.
That's true.
It would have to be a Patreon, which I never understood why Patreon allows you to get away with that. Is it because you demonetize the video?
I think it's because they make some of the money and then they have to send those people some of the money.
I'd love to have a watch party with some of this stuff, though. I really would.
Like Showgirls.
Showgirls is not in. Well, okay. You know, there was a second one of those. I had to tell Robbie and them when they.
I'm sorry. There's a second one.
Yeah, there is. There is.
Oh, you can do it on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
We might have.
Yeah.
We might have to do that one time.
Yeah.
Because you can, because on there somebody can play it and then stream it to everybody, like live stream it to everybody else. One night I sat there with my cousins while they were playing Marvel Rivals, and he just screen shared it, and you can see everything.
That
and then you can do it, and then off to the side you can just have a chat, or you can voice chat.
That would.
Oh, I like that.
That would be super fun.
Yeah.
I think we might try that.
That is one thing where Discord actually is really cool.
We might try that once. So we're eventually going to have a Hydra Silent Discord.
We do.
Yeah.
I've said it for a while that we need something.
Another thing is social media. I'd love to do that. Have Joey, Weirdos, Hydra Silence, watch party, just have a good time, man. That's all I want to do. Just have a good time with this stuff.
Everybody bring your popcorn.
Voice and video chat. Man, look, the EXP has a Discord. The only thing that gets done on it right now is every now and then I'll post Kickstarter links, but I always post the show.
Jay, you use the Discord more than anybody.
That's true.
I think it's because a lot of people in the experience don't understand how Discord works.
Yeah. Well, we don't.
I still don't understand really how it works.
I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos on how it works.
I have to do it for my other job sometimes.
Yeah, I'd really love to do something like that, man. Just a bunch of fans getting together, watching stuff. Maybe it's one of the movies they've never watched before. That'd be awesome. It'd be somebody's first experience with it.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's had her own Discord server since she was 16.
Oh wow!
And she started a Japanese dance and singing group on there. And she's got people from all over the world that have been on it, and that's how she became the author or the illustrator of that book.
Huh. Author and illustrator of a book. Well, you're sitting in my spot, but you mean this book? This book
No,
right
the
here?
other one. No, the other one.
Oh, there's another one?
No.
Which, if you go to the Weirdos channel, they have an interview. Oh, sorry. No, never mind.
What happened?
It's okay. He just broke the fifth wall. That's all.
My bad.
What happened?
Nothing.
I was excited. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I was excited.
What did Joey put?
He might have peed a little.
Yeah, a little bit. We can use mine because I'm trying to create an ecosystem out of it.
Ooh.
Well, that's cool. That is
Works for
definitely.
me.
We can watch, Superman.
Hey, what's up, Kpop?
Hey, Kpop.
You missed all the spoilers, Kpop. So
Now it's Kpop's turn. Leave your review. Jump on camera. Come tell us what you thought if you've seen it.
let's see. Speaking of Kpop, I really need to put Robbie's channel is in like the description, which I need to fix all that stuff later. I keep forgetting about doing that. Fix it before the video goes live, and I always forget. Putting the tags and all that stuff in there.
Yeah. Go watch Kpop's channel. The queen of live stream.
100%.
Oh.
What book?
What book are you trying to hunt down?
Have not seen it yet. Okay, that's fair. Yep, let us start the book.
It's really good.
Yeah, we're done with all the spoiler talk.
I've watched it twice in theaters now.
It sucks because it's not Snyderverse.
Oh,
Don't let him play you.
we gotta get some angry. I'm gonna clip that out.
Go ahead, man. It'll probably go viral for you.
That's true.
And then they go and watch the real. Nobody actually goes and watch the full video.
That'll be the one part. That'll be the one thing that beats the Fantastic Four clip.
My goodness, I'm still shocked by that one, man. And even though I was in denial of my soul, thinking that Superman was going to be a good movie. Yeah.
I think your soul's feeling okay, right?
Yeah, and I'm still excited to see Fantastic Four.
I didn't even know he still had a soul. I thought Jena sucked that out of me a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Nummy num num.
You own my soul.
Thank God you're not a child.
That's true. She.
Ironically, I am kind of got the munchies.
That's why
Wow.
That's why she grabbed the salsa and the chips.
That was horrible timing, Sean, because I just made the children comment.
Yeah.
You and Jena forming a group that I need to know about?
No, he doesn't actually mean munchies the way you think munchies. He just means he's snackish.
Sneakish.
That's what I thought he meant.
Yeah.
Maybe I mean King Shark. No.
Maybe you meant Baby Shark. Do.
Poor no.
Chicken.
Poor-
But not.
That's one of his favorite songs.
Oh.
It is. So are we wrapping up here, or what we doing, boss?
Yeah, I was gonna see if Nope was gonna be able to come back on, but I think he might be.
He'll probably come backstage.
Yeah, we'll probably we'll do the backstage thing, but
We're gonna do the backstage thing.
we are. So
Especially since I lost my glasses, so I can't read any of the freaking comments. Sorry, guys.
Does that mean you can't see anything either?
It's just a bunch of blurs.
Okay,
all right, Guy Gardner.
you're welcome.
Because he's
Well,
on the
I'll
electric.
try to do that. Well, that is. Oh, do you want me to wrap up, Jay, or do you want to wrap up?
You know what? These folks have seen more than enough of me on these lives, and hardly enough of you.
Hydra.
We're gonna do. I'm gonna get you. I think I have to set it up. Yeah, I have to end it and everything.
Oh, okay.
But you give me some kind of sign you're ready to go, and I'll hit the buttons. All right.
It'll be this.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I usually this is my way of saying bye.
We're hopping out of here. Hopefully, one day we can get Kpop and Joey on here with us.
Yes,
Thanks
that'd be awesome.
again to Robbie. Like, I appreciate that so much. Him dropping by too. Ed, as always, man.
Sir.
Pleasure, brother.
Thank you for being on here, man.
My pleasure. Hail Hydra.
we are dropping out. I'm gonna we'll let Sean take care of this. So we'll see y'all next time.
Ugh. All right, folks. For anybody who does come back and watch this on the rewind, thank you so much for chilling with us. If you do watch it on the rewind, leave a comment. Let us know if you've seen the movie, what you thought of it. If you didn't like it, just give us some reasons why. That's all we're going to ask, but just don't be shitty about it. As far as what's coming up on the channel, I've got a book review that'll be coming soon for Frost from Scott Wilkie. I'm going to start doing a little more anime content. That seems to be something that hits up pretty well with folks. As for Jay, now that Superman's out, I honestly don't know. So, yeah, it'll be a surprise what he decides to do next. Remember, Fantastic Four is in 2 weeks. That's going to be dope. Go out and support that as well because Marvel and DC, equal footing, show everybody some love. With that said, we're going to get out of your hair, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and the week upcoming. We'll catch you later. Peace.
We talking about